jet, got the loud jumping at the bag. Everything I'm on slab. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at the bag. Vibe blowing out my jet, got the loud jumping at the bag. Everything I'm on slab. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping out the bag. Another milestone, look at that. Paper boy on my paper route till I'm 6 down on my back. I'm an old soul like my dad. My old girl's still a fan. And yo girl at the live show, so don't act like I ain't the man. I'm kicking my feet up, get frank like Aretha. I'm calm but I'm teed up, just flip me a stack. The re-up just doubled up off of the muscle, I stuck to the task. They see me, I'm troubled, I'm bubbling up till it's stuck. And they want me to stay where I'm at. I'm good everywhere that I'm stepping, my presence is crucial. You know that this shit not on trend. On a big wave, I'm controlling the tide. Snake eyes when you rolling the dice. So with the stakes inside, I could never take another nigga advice. They can't reach the sky, I'm aiming up high. I just wanna know what it's like. Y'all know what it's like, I come from outside of this. Out the quicksand, I'm the big man, doing big things. Cop a big change, up a state lines, doing stage dives on cam. It ain't no limit to my vision. Check the temp, I'm on fire with it. Got the bands jumping out the bag, Prosecco on ice. I'm nobody nice, gonna run up a check. Demand my respect, I'm doing the most. I never quit, they want me to quit. I'm good as it come, I'm good as it gets. Vibe blowing at the
and you're in the Desert Storm bunker with Hollywood CGA.
Yeah. Legends ain't born, they built from the grind. From benches to banners, we sharpen the mind. We sharpen the sword and promise and swore that we going hard and leaving it all on the floor. Hey, yeah, we going hard and leaving it all on the floor. Hey, yeah, we going hard and leaving it all on the floor. Legends ain't born, they built from the grind. From benches to banners, we sharpen the mind. We sharpen the sword and promise and swore that we going hard and leaving it all on the floor.
What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to the internationally known, the best entertainment here on YouTube, the Boss Up Show. Part of the Free Agent Lifestyle podcast here on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. You in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth, yours truly, the Notorious One, aka Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with Hollywood CGA and EWF. That is every woman's fantasy in the whole fucking show. I'm the CEO Niggero of Fixes Binds LLC, the unbinder, the undebatable, the undisputed best entertainment here on YouTube. You can call me Senor Gregorio Graybeard. The junior college lings love to call me Mr. Third Leg Greg. Also the man with one trabajo. That is the ecclesiastical Mitch Slapper. You're looking at the anointed one.
Acknowledge me.
The founding father of the After Pill, the junior college sociologist, the Morpheus of the Matey Matrix, the chocolated Confucius, the Black Moses, the deliverer. Also known as the man that walks in the ecclesiastical spirit of Elijah. I'm the man with more nicknames than anyone in the game. But in case you forget those names, just call me royally, the benevolent monarch, the humble one, CGA, see God Allah. And I be the 14-time demonetized champion of YouTube. Malo Poppy is back. Don Gregorio is in the building. We got a great show for you lined up today. We're going to review some feral footage of one comedian, Corey Holcomb, and one internet pundit, Anton Daniels. You guys know both of these individuals. Both of them are considered manosphere adjacent male content creators. although they might want to distance themselves from that particular title. Both of them are manosphere adjacent content creators. Both have spoken out about dating and relationships. Both has talked and spoken out about how people should proceed in the dating and relationship marketplace. In particularly Corey Holcomb. Well, he's a junior college trick. All right. Like CGA. All right. He's one in a million. All right. He's one of the ones. But also Anton Daniels, he found someone that rocked with him, and he's been married to his high school sweetie for the better part of 15 to 20 years or something like that. Well, both of those individuals got together last night. All right. And it didn't go well. All right. It didn't go well. All right. It was a kerfuffle, as ABL would say. It was an absolute downright dastardly show. And as you can see, they're bellying up, two big gorillas bellying up together. And one ending with Corey Holcomb says he does not suck Dill's Nick.
Hey, yo, chill, son.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
You'll hear the clip later on about him saying he doesn't suck Dill's Nick.
Hey, yo, chill, son.
I mean,
hey,
we heard you lick sniz from Andrew Wilson about a month and a half ago, but now Corey Holcomb was making sure that Anton Daniels insinuated that he sucked Dill's Nick, and he took exception to that particular thing.
Chill, son.
All right, this is an absolute downright dastardly ending to what would have been a positive interview between two manosphere male content creators that would happily actually bring some value to the space and encourage men to get to where they need to. But it turned into a downright dastardly community shit show, in which I've been saying, number one, the manosphere is dead. All right. Male content creation is dead. All right. You see me going to the Hollywood CGA level. Male content creation is dead. All right. It's dead. We already know that there's no male solidarity. We're not going to hold the line long enough. The people who are the so-called leaders in the space, it's no longer going that way. We can't even get two positive people. I mean, even me and Andrew Wilson ecclesiastically tried to get together, and it turned into a shit show. Number one, the male space is dead. Number two, I've been telling you about debates and collabs. This is what happens. This is what happens. Now, I'm going to tell you, both of these people will have their respective camps choose sides, and then controversy does drum up drama. And Anton Daniels has been a controversial figure in the space, so he's going to drum up a lot of some views on this one and possibly raise his subscription level based on this. But it's not in a positive way. Not in a positive way. It's not what you want. It's just going to make you look less than. But this is why I don't get involved in debates and all of these things, because it just turns into a shit show. I mean, I've been avoiding debates for the better part of 8 to 10 years on YouTube. And then finally, by the time I pull one up, all right, the debate is a shit show. All right, Hafiz, Andrew Wilson debate with CGA. So ultimately, I already know where these things are going to go. Nothing positive is going to come from it. And as you can see, controversy drums up drama and views. I mean, I'm talking about it. I normally would have stayed away from this topic, but I'm Hollywood CGA at this particular point. All right, I'm not doing content just for the normie niggies. And I'm going to just talk about what I want to talk about. So we're going to talk about that. And number three, the community is dead. All right. Hey, if you have these two people get together and they represent the men of the black community, they certainly did not do a good job at that. All right. Neither one of them. And as you can see, as a result, this is why I don't help the community. All right. All of these things that I've been preaching for years for you men to understand ultimately came to a conclusion yesterday. This is a prime example. These two people would have been two people that I would probably been on the trajectory to collab with. Certainly Anton Daniels was doing a collab, and Corey Holcomb eventually, as he stole a couple of my jokes, but that's neither here nor there. All right. We would have possibly had an opportunity to meet on their show, the 5150 podcast. But as you can see, I probably would not unless I travel with security, because we got grown ass men, damn near 50 years old, trying to prove that they're from the streets and that they can fight. This reminded me of a junior high school playground. Okay. It turned into a junior high school playground. All right. Because now we're talking about two grown ass men fighting. All right. And who avoided the fight, who would have won the fight. And I've been telling you, I don't fight, y'all. I don't fight. I shoot, I stab. All right, that's what I do. I shoot or stab, or I have security handle. I'm too old to be up here talking about who I'm going to fight whether we're going to go outside and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how to contribute to the day show, and then we'll go ahead and show you a preview clip of it, because as you guys know, if you're new to my show, I talk about the main event topic at the end of the show, and it's about the 3-hour mark that I'll get to it. So you're going to have to sit through the regular variety show format of the show. I'm going to still keep the format, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to contribute to the day show. To contribute to the day show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App. It is Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. It is PayPal, PayPal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. You can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. Let's see if you guys have been sounding off about this and people want to know, why do you wait to the end of the show to do the main event topic? And it's none of your fucking business. That's number one. Nigga, I don't have to tell you shit. You either watch or you don't watch at this fucking point. All right, I don't care. And it's going to be hard for you guys to avoid CGA. Number one, even though I'm the 14-time demonetized champion and I'm buried deep into the YouTube basement, I have many channels, and many of you guys have subscribed to many of these channels, but now you're seeing Hollywood CGA. And well, guess what's happening? A lot of people are not a fan of Hollywood CGA, and you shouldn't be, because I'm going to tell you to stick it. I told you guys to stick it and shove it up your you-know-what. All right, fuck you niggas, all right? So what happens is you're part of the Free Agent Lifestyle channel, the Coach Greg Adams channel, the Ask Coach Greg Adams channel, the CGA Got Game channel, CGA Wins channel. You've been a part of the Notorious CGA channel because I was making you feel good about yourself. Okay, I was making you feel good about yourself. It was me against the world. I was giving you the recipe, and you were seeing the growth. You didn't see the growth the way you saw it. But what happened was I turned Hollywood. I turned Hollywood CGA, and a lot of men ain't with it. You know, they don't like all the bragging, the boasting. They don't like me saying, I told you so. They don't like it. So what they do is they unsubscribe from one channel, and they're like, we're going to get rid of the CGA guy. And guess what? Another goddamn thumbnail pops up, and you're like, all right.
Oh, the humanity.
You're like, whoa. All right, whoa. Another thumbnail? I thought I unsubscribed from this nigga. Yeah, but you forgot. You were on the Ask Coach Greg Adams channel. You were on the Notorious channel. All right, you forgot. And not only that, just because you watch Manosphere adjacent content, even though you're not subscribed to those channels, you're still going to see my posts. You're still going to see my YouTube shorts. All right, you're still going to see it. It's like whack-a-mole trying to get rid of CGA. He all over the place. God damn. All right, now I got to unsubscribe over here and unsubscribe over there because you stuck in your red pill rage. All right, and you still want me to red pill rage, but I said, fuck all that. Hollywood, niggas is trying to play whack-a-mole, trying to unsubscribe to all my shit. Niggas on Instagram, like, god damn, because I'm the king of content. I told you I'm the king of content. You can't get rid of me, okay? I'm like herpes. You can't get rid of me, sir. All right, because you still watch adjacent content, you're going to see me pop up. You're going to see me pop up. He ain't demonetized. You're going to see me pop up. All right, you can't get rid of me, nigga. Hold on for a second. You can't get rid of me, motherfucker. All right. Anyway, haters trying to get rid of me and shit. We don't like this Hollywood CGA shit. All right, this nigga, and we don't like him with women. All right, okay. I've already been deep into the algorithm for about better part of 7 to 8 years. You can't get rid of me. You're gonna see me whether you'll like it or not. You're gonna see me whether you like it or motherfucking not, because I got 15 channels. All right, I got 15 platforms on social media. I'm going to pop up, nigga. All right. I'm going to stalk you forever. Thank you for supporting. Shout out to our brother Preston says, beaches I haven't effed in forever require $3. He says, I guess shit ain't played out too well. Yes, yeah. What happens is they break up with you. I'm going to go find somebody else. And guess what? All right. Guess what? They still in a bind. It never works out for them. Roderick Miller says, Coach, you said men would destroy the manosphere. That's a co-sponsorship, by the way. And I'm telling you, what I said about the male space, and it's not just the manosphere, because people, when you say manosphere, people can just say, okay, there's a box over here, and I'm not in that box. All right, I'm not manosphere no more. Right, but you're manosphere adjacent. All right, you're associated. You're in the algorithm of it, and even when you say you're not a part of it, well, then you're on the FBI, the Homeland Security hit list, and they call you a manosphere creator, right? So you're a creator, or you're a manospherian, if you want to say so or not. But I said this, right, Roderick, 2021. I said the manosphere and male adjacent content creators and the male space in general, the people who consume the product, if you will, they're going to destroy it before anybody else, before the liberals, the feminists, anybody that you see, the yous, all right, the you-know-who-ishes, they'll destroy it well before. The men will destroy it themselves well before any outside source destroys it. And that's just like anything. That wasn't a prediction. That literally was a testament of history. That's just like anything. It's always going to be subversion from within and male jealousy and male competition. It is what it is. And as you can see, these are two male content creators and they couldn't sit in the room and calm down. They had to turn it into a juvenile breakdown. It is what it is. It's going to be destroyed from within. And you can always bet on that. Yes, people will be like, Adin Preach destroyed it. No, they didn't. All right. They just shined a light on goofy niggas. They sure did that. All right. That's all they did. And they making bank on it. All right. You can't see them go without a week without putting on a video of Myron because it's gold to them. They paying off their mortgages. They paying off debt. All right. They getting filthy, rotten motherfucking rich off of Myron games alone. Okay. I'm rich, bitch. So anyway, shout out to Roderick. The men's space will destroy men before the outside forces will. Okay. 100%. All right. So remember I said that. Remember I've been said that. Roderick, remember I've been said that. But yep, there it is. When you have an opportunity to have two titans of the industry get together, well, when it turns into a shit show, it's not very positive for everybody across the board. Shout out to our brother here. It is the truth says condominium in your name. He says this is the only true ownership option. You may own a condo 100% in your name if this is in the Philippines, the building is at least 60% Filipino owned. He says your unit is registered as a condominium title, CCT. Title is in your name and you can sell, lease, or mortgage in the Philippines. Yes. All right. So there is, and I was watching a person do a video on that. It's the exact same thing. So Aaron, truth, is that the same guy that was saying that he got a girlfriend? I can't remember if that's the guy. But anyway, yeah, he was saying the same thing. So if you're looking to own condo and property over there, you can't own it outright, but there are some stipulations that you can get around it. I just saw a guy talking about that. All right, shout out to Jacob Rivera says, just wanted to donate to the Coach Gang. Salute, Coach. I would really love to meet you one day so you can sign your autograph in my copy of the Free Agent Lifestyle book and the Evolution. That would be nice. Well, shout out to you, Coach. Well, Jacob, shout out to you, man. I don't know where you are, but maybe I'll be in a city near you. So Aaron's the same guy. Shout out to Aaron for telling us that. Chris Jericho, interested to hear your thoughts on this, as two reported rich black men were about to have a full-blown Boondocks nigga Donkey Kong moment on the internet. In my opinion, I feel like Anton did the better thing by trying to do it off camera. Well, who wants to get their ass whooped on camera? Shout out to Chris Jericho for the co-sponsorship. Because if it was me, I'm not trying to get Willie lumped up on camera. I'm not trying to get folded up and lumped up on camera. All right. If I'm going to get folded up and catch that fade, I'm going to be out there outside where nobody can do it. Nobody can see the motherfucker. I would have hit him with a chair too. Nigga, you in my face, you get hit with a chair. Jerry Springer. And what was this? Geraldo Rivera. All right. Shout out to no government name. Anton told Corey not to boss up on him and money doesn't matter. He forgot to give the great milk dud Supreme Coachellini and his philosophy, the free agent lifestyle, some credit. Both acted like typical niggies. Niggy. Proving why stereotypes exist. Hashtag the shield. And I know people are like, Coach, you were kind of doing that with Andrew Wilson. Not really. Okay. I didn't confront him. I didn't ask him for a fight. JC says, Coach, ever since you debated Andrew Wilson, the Mitchosphere has been spiraling out of control. You started the Clone Wars. Even your copycats are crashing out. It's time to execute Order 66 on these niggies. Niggy. 100%, man. Even my copycats are crashing out. Both of these men have been, watching me from a distance. And people, I remember this one dude, Corey Holcomb don't know you. Yeah, bro. Everybody knows me. I ended up on the Diddy show, the Diddy Netflix. Trust me, everybody watches. Niggy. Don't ever think so. You can't deny it. KT, I think that's you. Corey called him an ass kisser, and Anton called him a duck sicker. All right, what in the world, man? What are we doing here? And
Hey, yo, chill,
we're going to see a
son.
clip here in a
Hey,
moment
yo.
of this particular thing, and then we'll break down the whole thing here later. Shout out to Manny Fresh, T Manny Fresh. Coach said he doesn't duck sick ninja. Say again. Okay, Corey said that. Corey said he doesn't duck sick ninja. All right, somebody texted me knowing full damn well I'm at the office. All right, because why? She was just here. Right, she just left, and she know I'm in the office, and she texting me and shit. Why you not texting me back? All right, but Corey said he don't duck no sick. And he said, say it again. He said, I triple dog dare you. Jay McGee says, what's up, coach? Told my company I was planning on leaving soon. Got informed today that I was getting a raise to stay. Shout out to you. You got
I got
leverage
money.
is everything. Leverage is everything, guys. Leverage is everything. So these people will let you keep making little money until you pull rank and pull leverage on them. And then they're going to tell you, oh, we can't lose you. Most companies, you can't really afford to lose good talent anyway. So most of the time, if you're a good, talented person, it will be hard to replace you. So most of the time, they're going to pony up on some money. So every now and then, you might have to go ahead and, call your company's bluff on how important you are. That's what you're going to have to do. And then that way, then you might maybe to make some more money. Joel says, Anton been moving like a Mitch for a minute, man. All right. And I know a lot of people don't like Anton Daniels. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of the people who don't like him. I actually don't mind Anton Daniels as much. I don't like anybody. I don't agree 100% with what his beliefs is, and nobody should agree with somebody 100%, not all the time. But, in my case, I'm undefeated. So you should agree with me almost every time. Yes. All right. But I know he's was inspired. He even said he was inspired by me. He's watched me as he was on his rise to the position he's in. He's far surpassed me now. And shout out to him. Congratulations. There's no jealousy on my side. I'm rooting him on because he has the ability to continue doing this and building this into something good and fantastic. However, I will say he has a lot of haters. Right? He got a lot of haters. If you look up hate videos on content creators that are male space adjacent, he got to be running number 3 behind Myron and Kevin Samuels. All right. I don't think any other male content creators other than those 3 have more haters. All right. And I'm talking about most of the Anton haters seem to be black men. All right. Black men seem to be, that's where the hate comes from for Anton Daniels. Black men almost always making content. A video will pop up about why they hate Anton Daniels. And I'm like, sheesh. All right. Why do black men really don't like that guy? And I'm pretty sure. And like I said, I don't get to watch everybody and know what they say. So, because I'm doing hours and hours of podcasts. If you actually see what I do behind the scenes, you wouldn't think I would be working that long just to produce this 5-hour podcast, 4 hours, the after production, the editing, preparing, the social media preparation. Because you guys will see, if you follow me on social media, I'm posting while I'm on live. All right. And I have to prepare for that. And I have to prepare the thumbnails, and I have to prepare all the graphics and the text. So there's a lot going on throughout the day, so I don't get to watch everybody in detail. That's why then I can't formulate an honest opinion. I can just know somebody based on their clips. And as a result of that, I don't get to know the intimate details of the content creator like the people who watch the content creator. And as a result, when I see people put hate on them, unfortunately, I watch the video and I'm like, damn, I didn't realize that either they were saying what they were saying, they had the stance and position they were saying, or why people were taking what they're saying out of context and hating on them. It doesn't. So we got Kevin Samuels, Myron, and then Anton Daniels. I would say would be the top 3 most hated content creators in the male space. Donovan Sharp got to be up there too. All right, Donovan Sharp got to be up there too. And by the way, always remember, men hated on Kevin Samuels before women did. All right. And I lived it live. Don't try to spin it, nigga. I was there live. Me and Kevin Samuels, I was ahead of Kevin Samuels for many, many years. So I got to see his tremendous rise from the position he was in on the space to come up to the position he's in where people love him today. But nobody hated Kevin Samuels more than men running into 2020. All right. Going from 2019 to 2020. Male content creators were making video after video on Kevin Samuels all the way into 2021. Men were going after Kevin Samuels for a long time. So anyway, let's go ahead and show you a clip of what happened and what went down. Was this last night? This was last night. Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. And it says right here, Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels get into a heated argument, and it almost comes to fisticuffs because it says blows, but I won't say blows at all. It becomes the fisticuffs.
Hey, yo,
oh, Tommy Sotomayor. How did
Hey,
how did I forget that? Tommy Sotomayor got to be up there in the top 4. We got the top 4. So, Tommy, my bad. I forgot about you. I didn't mean that. So here it is right here. Look at this particular point of view right here. Bruh, pause.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
Pause on this. And there's going to be a lot of pageantry. I can't say the word on the internet. It's the F word, but you know, we used to be able to say this on the internet. We used to be able to say this shit. You can say it on Twitter, but there's a lot of fugazi pageantry shit going on between these two men. There's a lot of fugazi shit going on between these two men.
Chill, son. Hey,
Pageantry. Okay, it rhymes with pageantry. And look at these two dudes out here. They need to go run on the treadmill. What in the world is this? What? Standing over a nigga? All right, this is crazy. And is Anton on his knees? This is absolutely a horrible picture.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
This is terrible, bro. What are y'all doing, fam? I almost said the F word. Somebody said this is fake beef. I don't know, man. I think this was personal. So let's see the clip here. Here we go.
Fuck about none
well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
you
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance.
Suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see, ain't nobody
let me tell you something, homie.
I don't tell you.
I don't
ain't nobody
suck
gonna
dick.
tell you to,
I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's
switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
you
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either.
Hey, yo, chill, son.
Hey, man, hold up for a second. This segment brought to you by Reading Rainbow. All right, what in the world here? What is we watching, bro?
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
You big dummy!
All right, goodness gracious! I mean, come on. Can we have actually talked about something else? Where's my Reading Rainbow sound effect? All right, cause this is not a good look. This is not a good look. And something tells me, what is that phrase here? Where's my Reading Rainbow? All right, this is crazy. I haven't played the Reading Rainbow in that much. All right, because my Reading Rainbow sound effect is missing. But something tells me thou doth protest a little too much, Corey Holcomb. All right, is that the phrase? Thou doth protest? Hold on for a second. Let me get it right. Thou do protest too much. All right, where's my Reading Rainbow shit? All right, hold on for a second, because the timing is off now, but I'm gonna have to play that clip again. For some reason, I should just put a rainbow here. This is crazy. Okay, but it's not here, and I missed the moment already. But the phrase is, someone is being overly defensive or insistent, which makes others doubt their sincerity and suspect they are hiding the truth. Thou doth protest too much is the phrase that I'm looking for. If you got to keep telling people that you don't do a certain action, yeah. All right. Shout out to Ringo Raw TV. He's got something to say there. I'm pretty sure you're going to do 5 videos on this. All right. By this afternoon. So we already know you're hard at work putting together some content behind the clouds. All right. But what is going on here? All right. I think there's something going on. Somebody said they're both fugazi. And for some reason, I still can't find the rainbow. All right, this is crazy. I done missed the time. I done missed it already. Let's see here. There it is. I know. Hey, better late than never. Better late than never between these two guys right here. I had to press it. But how in the world do you jump up there and have to convince a man that you don't do a certain action? All right, just
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
somebody said play it with the sound effect in the background. Here we go.
Gay, but that gay shit. Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you post.
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance.
Suck the dick of
Will you
black people right now. You doing the easy shit.
All right, so as you can see, this particular whatever they were trying to do, collaborate, debate, I'm not sure what they were trying to do. This right here, this is not good. I mean, because this is the main clip circulating around Al Gore's internet, right? Because I don't know what they said before. We're going to review what they said before later on in the show to see what's going on here. But yeah, I mean, if it boiled down to whether one guy ducks a sick and the other one doesn't duck a sick, all right, I don't know what's going. They duck in a fade. Whatever happened, happened here. So let's go ahead and warm up with the show. Shout out to the 1,600 people in here. CGA is back. I always told you, I told my people here on locals, I said, all that's going to happen is a viral moment's going to happen and I'll get my audience back. They'll be back watching me. They can't wait. All right, here we go right here. Straggle Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me. You can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky. Come get high with me. That's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Do me a favor. Just give me the likes. Don't pass the scroll. Mullo. Hit the like button on the day's show. We got a great show for you lined up today. I got a mess going on over here. My assistant needs to clean up my damn sound effect board right here. Straggle Sniggle Theater. Is this out of pocket? All right. Do you guys go on dates? If you went on a date and it was your girl's birthday and a guy came over to sing, one of the waiters came over to sing to your girl, but he sang a cappella. He sung falsetto to your girl. Is this out of pocket? Let's go ahead and play the video.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh. Happy birthday, dear Maddie. Happy birthday.
All right. Is this dirty macking? All right. Because take a look at the boyfriend over there. He looking like, hey, bruh. He like. And look at the girl. Peace leave just. She moist. Now, is this cock blocking? Is this dirty macking? Or here's the interesting thing on the comments that I saw. They were saying that he might duck a sick.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey,
you know, it's you black men, you buck broken black men. Y'all will never escape the idea that y'all bisexual. All right. You will never escape this. And with Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels running around here talking about ducking six,
hey, yo, chill,
it's
son.
never going to
Hey,
escape
yo.
you guys that you guys are buck broken bisexuals. All right. Because even he's moist. The guy singing seemed like he got a little sugar in his tank. All right. He a little light in the loafers, this nigga singing here. So I initially saw the video. And I thought he was dirty macking. But upon further review, I think that he might have liked the boyfriend more than he might have liked the woman with the falsetto. All right. The falsetto is the giveaway. Shout out to every singer that has a falsetto. What do you think, man? Is that dirty macking? Should he have gone all out for that light bright, high yellow, light bright, almost white black woman that he had there sitting there? What do you think? All right. I got too many things that I need to have you guys vote on. All right. Here we go right here. Straggle Sniggle Theater. We have this where we tell you men solidarity will never be a thing because men will do what they need to do in their next to get what they want out of women, even paying them high dollar amount for terrible treatment. Here we go right here.
Belt Master here. We're now at Target. Here to treat my good slave to a new pillow.
Mom, you got that for me?
I love you, Mommy. Yeah, I got this for you. I love you so much. I got this for you.
You're such a good little boy for me.
Flatbacks.
Mommy.
Who do you love?
Only Mommy.
Yeah? Who's a good little boy?
Me.
You know what to do.
Oh!
Yeah? Who's my good boy?
Me.
You like that?
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah, tell me you like it.
I like it.
I like to get dominated.
I like to
choked, whooped, spanked, told what to do. I need a man to take charge and let me just, be goofy.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You guys know my policy. I don't like to talk about much fugazi shit. All right. But we already are 30 minutes into the show, and there's so much pageantry fugazi shit going on in here that I might have to stop the show. All right. At this particular point, what happened to men? What is happening to men out here? He said we 3 for 3. Damn. I need to go ahead and pivot away from this bullshit. The manosphere is going crazy right now. Let's get to some hoes. Let's get back to some hoes, man. You see when they be like, Coach, you always talk about women. You see what happens when I leave the conversation? All right. Talk about hoe ass niggas and bitch ass niggas at this particular point.
Look at this bitch ass nigga.
We need to get it back to these hoes. All right. Shout out to the hoes. Ladies, y'all feeling left out? Because this is crazy here. We need to get this shit back on the track here for a second. Pause. All right, here we go right here. We got Straggle Sniggle Theater, a day in the life of a Skripper. All right, there you go right there. A day in the life of a stripper. All right, this woman says day 17, and she's going to tell you how much money she made scripping. All right, so let's go ahead and play the video.
Day 17, going back to the strip club to get out of debt and reopen my business. We just got here. It's 8 o'clock. I have an hour to get ready and check in. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, it's like 11 o'clock. I came up here to fix my lips. I didn't want to say set made $4. It's really slow in here still, but not as slow as the other night. It's a little bit better. My regular...
Wait a minute. Who are you?
She went from a Timberland boot wearing stud to a Cardi B strag. All right, that's crazy.
Wait a minute.
Transformers.
Who are you?
All right, that's crazy, man. She went from a thugging to smuggling real quick. Let's continue.
That I made just came in. He likes to just like sit and have company, and he'll tip you like 50 or 20 every few minutes that you sit with him. So I made like $100 with him. That's really about it. Now to get on the floor and see what else I can make happen. So it's 1:30. I'm gonna do this final stage set, and I'm gonna get out of here. Nothing has happened for me, and I let the internet trigger me. You all have succeeded. And when your energy's fucked up like that, there's just no plan being here. There's not a single point. It bleeds, especially if your energy's loud. That's fine. Okay, I made $5 on stage. Sold a single dance. It took me maybe $10.
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear it. When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear nobody say shit. When you see me on the corner, bitch, mind your business.
You guys got to understand, I know the essence of strip clubs. All right. I know a couple of women that work, some dancers. I'm in Las Vegas, so, can't blame me. I know some house mothers and all of this. She didn't make $3. She in debt. All right. She owed a club $150. Just to show up at the club was at least $125. All right. And then what she did, she made 50 off her regular. She made $5 on the last stage set. One dude tipped her 10. She in the hole. All right. She is in a major league bind, as I tell you, brother. They be in a bind out here. They never, and a lot of guys think, oh, these women making a lot of money, because you will see a lot of women say they made a lot of money on their big nights. But trust me, man, the average regular girl, especially here in Las Vegas, they struggling. All right. They trying to figure out a way to get around. And a lot of them aren't full-time Skrippers. What they are part-time. So they'll have another business, a side hustle, another job, and then they'll go off and on the club. All right, they'll go in the club a couple of weeks, and then they'll be like, okay, and they slow here, and then they'll go back to their job, and they'll need a buying fix. They'll go to a sugar daddy, and all of that stuff. All right, so this is an average typical Skripper right here, especially Skrippers that don't got no hustle about them. All right, let's continue.
We'll do a money count later. It's so simple.
Wow, what in the world is going on with our world today, bruh?
What the hell? Oh my God.
Somebody was letting this grind all up on their leg. Somebody was trying to put their thumb up this woman's butt. All right. She probably don't wash her booty cheeks. Look at this strag. Look at this. How do you go back and forth from what? And she wasn't that good looking to begin with when she made herself feminine. This is incredible.
Unless you got something encouraging and kind to say in my comments, I encourage you not to comment. Y'all know shit about nothing. Please don't get on here either and compare me to any of the other stripper creators that only post their good nights. Don't do it. I'm literally showing you every single day.
Oh my
Don't get on here.
Jesus, man. This is why you men, and by the way, this is why you men, you guys really focus on OnlyFans girls and Skrippers and hoes and whores and sugar babies. Really, they broke. I don't know why you really focus on them. You act like they getting rich over you. Yeah, some of them are, a small percentage of them are, but most of them down bad, broke, busted, and disgusting. And take a look at this, if you will. Take a look at this. Take a look at the comment section that she turned off.
Hey, look at this.
All right, look at the comment section. She turned all this off. Trust me, these women you could get. Somebody said she'll be on List Crawler later. Facts. These women are yeah, and men in the manosphere and these incels and these MGTOWs and manosphere and red pill rangers focus on these women way too much. Way too much. Meanwhile, the women doing the dirt all on they lonely behind closed doors, creeping on the down low, are the women you're trying to date. All right, that you taking on date swiping on Tinder. Those be the ones you need to worry about. The good women. I'm telling you, you don't want to hear the shit anyway, bitch ass niggas. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Speaking of, you need to worry about your granny. Your granny used to be out here in these streets.
In these streets.
All right, yes, she used to be. So let's go ahead and take you to this. I can't remember her name, but take a listen at what she's saying right here.
What's today's date? December 26th. Today is Dad's 97th birthday. Please say happy birthday. And what gift will you give him? So say it. I'm going to give him some pussy.
Oh.
We'll give him some pussy. For what? For his birthday? I don't care what you do with it.
To wrap you in my warm embrace, and I make it last forever.
Yes,
babe.
Grandma.
I catch a glimpse of heaven when you let me wrap you in.
Now, gentlemen, I know you guys, you red pill rangers. All right, women gonna figure it out one day, and they're gonna be crawling back to us, apologizing for following feminism. And I said, nope, no, they won't. Women will learn one day, and that was once a particular point, they'll learn how down bad they are. Nope, they're 97 years old, still giving out punani for Christmas gifts. They still think that punani is worth something at 79, 97, 85, 46. All right, I still got value. All right, shout out to her. She probably was a baddie back in the day. 100% chance. 100% chance she probably went to one of those black colleges, Tuskegee, where they did the brown paper bag test. And she got admitted to the whole program there. She probably fucked a whole bunch of them Tuskegee airmen ass niggas. All right. Yes, she probably did. All right. Most likely she did. And that's your grandmama out there trying to give punani for a Christmas gift. All right. Anyway, that's a good warm up. And that's Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me. You can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky. Come get high with me. That's a deal, right?
The Money Mindset 2025. Join us if you are looking to elevate your mindset to the next level and get your financial information and game back to where it needs to be. This is the Blue Chip Mindset on steroids. We have 80 plus episodes from the last 2 years that you missed available via playback. You can get all of those episodes. Also, every live stream on Sunday night with all of our great contributors with subjects, cryptocurrency, investment, money 101, money 201. Also, if you're looking to become a social media content creator, this is the group for you. 2 times a month, we give you content creator information about how much money you can make via content creation. What are the most popular forms of content creation coming forward in the next few years, and how you can capitalize on an opportunity to be a content creator. Join patreon.com/Coach Greg Adams to find the money mindset link. Let's get our blue chip mindset on. The window is still open. Shout out to Joshua Moon, says them niggies in Target need to chill. Shout out to you.
Hey, yo, chill.
Eric
son.
Scott Sermon
Hey,
in the
yo.
building. Shout out to you. He says nothing, but he contributes like that. Just like that, man. He said, I ain't got to say nothing. I got to just drop that and then get on out of here and skedaddle. All right, what do we got here? Do we got some brothers on PayPal? Probably not. All right, probably not. Kaylin's not there. All right, where you at? Kaylin didn't say anything yet. We got some brothers over here that are on Ko-Fi. Shout out to everybody on Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi supporter says, Coach, at 33 years old, I found out that my father is reading Rainbow. He says, we've never been close, but I found his IG and he followed 434 Reading Rainbow accounts.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
He said he was always a pro-black Pookie. Shaking my head, I've been shocked and disgusted for the past week. All right, goodness, this show is off the rails. Shout out to no government name right there at 33. Found out his pappy is a Duke shooter and a pooter intruder. All right, he like the bud pack. That gotta be crazy. Now, my son found out that I like skeezers. All right, that's what my son found out. He was like, damn, my dad out here.
But I know you too, man.
All right, shout out to
I've
my
known
son.
you for a long time, and I know that you like hoes.
Wow. Well, now wait a minute.
Now, which would you rather be? Which would you rather be? Like, would you want to find out that your dad like hoes? All right, he like young women too. Like your son's finding out he like women that are his age. All right, he's like, I'm competing with dad. All right, he done went out to Asia and saw me all with, I was like, son, are you good? Let's grab a little bit of dinner. You go back to your room, and I'm gonna be out here with Ling Ling. And then he comes downstairs in the hotel lobby, like, God damn, every night. Would you want to find out that your dad was at the JUCO, or would you want to find out your dad is a Duke shooter? All right, anyway. All right, shout out to you, man. That's got to be devastating to find out your dad. And your dad was a Pookie too. And one thing about these Pookies be out here. I know that I don't want to say it, because the Pookies out here, a lot of them niggas be in jail. And dudes that go in and out of jail, you got to research it. A lot of them be gay for the stay. A lot of them do participate in pageantry. They do. A lot of them participate in pageantry. Okay, so they'll go back and forth, and they won't think they gay. Well, watch that movie. What was that movie? The one where the Mexican dude, they were stabbing him. I can't remember the name of the movie. A lot of them dudes be gay for the stay, bisexual ass niggas, Pookies. Watch out for them Pookie niggas, man, because they like to run orgies. They be like, let's have an orgy. Why, bruh? I got a one dick in the room policy. American me. That's what I was talking about. American me. Nigga got out of jail and he wanted to run up that woman's Duke shoe. Why? Because he was up in jail running up in niggas' Duke shoes. All right, American me. It was a Mexican nigga, but that's all right. But dudes be wanting to be in a room with 8 niggas and 1 girl. Nah, man, I don't need all that. I'll have 8 girls in me. All right, but I don't need to be in a room with other niggas watching what they doing. I mean, this show already off the fucking rails. I mean, listen, y'all brought this shit up. It's y'all did it.
Hey, yo.
Right. I don't need all that, bro. I don't need more than one. Just me with the girls. I don't need nothing else going on. I'd rather the girls be bored than to have me watching. Oh man, you really going in on her. No, man, I don't need to see no other dude going in on no girl. And if you watch Prawn, you halfway pageantry too. All watching other niggas satisfy themselves with other women. That's a little fugazi too. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of what's going on. All All right. Like, why you watching other niggas get off on another woman? It's crazy. Blue Baggin says, how on earth did I miss a niggified momentous? They chimping out. Donkey Kong niggas chimping out. Shout out to them. Niggy. All right. Everybody got a little nigga in them. Even when you a uppity nigga. We all got a nigga in us. All right. We all got a nigga. Hey, man, it's only going to take so much, and the nigga going to jump right out the goddamn skin.
Nigga shit, 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 nigga shit.
And I'm gonna tell you, when we break down the video, there was a whole bunch of nigga moments. There was a whole bunch of nigga moments leading up to the nigga moment. All right, the Fugazi moment. I mean, niggas can't help it. Niggas can't help it. All right, shout out to our brother. It is Derek says, Coach, if you ever get pulled into a nigga moment by another big content creator, please don't fight for free. Put that shit on Netflix. Facts, man. That's what I'm talking about, Derek. Hey, man, we ain't fighting for free, nigga. That's what niggas do, fight for free. Let's take it outside. Say it again. Bruh. What we gonna do is we gonna have the main motherfucking event. And I said that, bruh. Even if I get knocked out, I'm about to get a Andrew Tate bag out of the damn thing. 20 million. Pay-per-view. Pay-per-view. Even if I knock your monkey ass out. But I'm gonna bring a goddamn club in the ring, just to let you know. I'm gonna go out there in the ring, outside the ring, and pull the ring curtain up like Triple H at one particular point of the fight, just to let you know. Because if it looks like I'm losing, I'm not about to black out. You're not about to catch me like they caught that one Filipino fighter. What's his name? Manny Pacquiao, all laid out and shit. You're not going to see me laid out. I'm going under the ring, and I'm bringing out the sledgehammer. All right, I fight dirty. There ain't no rules. All right, I fight dirty, bro. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I'm giving you all kind of, yeah, bro. I'm going under the ring. All right, and they're gonna be run-ins and all of that shit. Niggas running in like the New World Order. All right, jumping you. New World Order. You're not just about to get no fair win over me. Shout out to Mr. Memphis. Chill King says, to see two rich black men go at it over white men is crazy. He says they live rent-free in the minds of black men, no matter how much they achieve. Were they talking about white people? I got to review that. He says, Anton telling him, let's go outside, and Corey just picking up the mic shows me he was just selling wolf tickets. Anton was ready for that work. But I do think, I don't know if I don't know who would have won the fight if they fought, but I will say Anton was not in a good position. All right, because he was, I mean, as you can see, pause, good position. He was not in a good position to begin with. So Corey, let's just say Corey couldn't fight. Well, Anton probably would have had the leverage. I mean, Corey would have had the leverage over him, because if you let a man stand over top of you, it's not good. So Anton's in a bad position. He got his spectacles on, you know what I mean? All right, he's sitting down. He's under low leverage. So all you got to do is bomb first, and Anton's stuck. All right, so you got a man standing over you like this. This is not good. Even if the dude is a wimp, all right, and they get the fisticuffs, you're in a bad position right here. So he should have slid backwards. All right, pause. He should have pushed that chair backwards and not let him get that leverage over him and get in your face. But that's neither here nor there. That's bad. So even Anton, if Anton was to be the better fighter, that's not a good place to be. All right. Anyway, shout out to you right there. And white people do live in the rent-free in the heads of black people. Okay, they do. Because y'all worry about white folks too much. White folks don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. All right, they don't. Only if you trying to fuck their wives, maybe, or their daughters. All right, shout out to Jersey Raph says, the reason why these guys get that level of hate is because they fall into the educated lame archetype. The community hates black men with good heads on their shoulders. I've lived it all my life. That is somewhat true. And Anton, because he wears glasses and he's short, you know, I understand. I have to understand that. And he's dark skinned. I think people don't want to see these type of people win. Inherently in America, it is perceived that you should not win. And then when you win, if you're a little bit uppity or you're hella confident or arrogant, on top of that, That's going to rub people the wrong way. And certainly white folks don't want to see any of that. White folks don't want to see none of that shit. You're not going to get white supporters supporting your nigga ass on when you uppity and arrogant. Nobody wants to see that. And then black people, black men, and particularly, they are accustomed to not want to root that particular guy on. They want to see the nigga win. That is the history of niggas. They want to see niggas win. Like, for instance, y'all want to see Shedeur Sanders win. You want to see Lamar Jackson win. You didn't want to see Warren Moon win. Okay. You didn't want to see Vince Evans win. You know what I mean? For people who don't know, he was a Raiders quarterback. You didn't want to see, Patrick Mahomes win. You want to see a nigga win. You want to see like Lamar Jackson win. That's what you want to do. Somebody said, is this a black channel? You're at the wrong spot. This is not a black channel at all. We don't celebrate no niggatry here. Okay. Yeah, you didn't want to see Rodney Peete win. You wanted to see a nigga win, like a cornrow wearing nigga quarterback win. Like, that's what you want to see. Russell Wilson wins, no big deal. Jalen Hurts wins, no big deal. Lamar Jackson win, y'all niggas gonna have a parade. Y'all niggas gonna have a parade. All right, so that's what I'm talking. Yeah, Michael Vick wins the Super Bowl, niggas gonna have a parade forever. All right, they're gonna talk about it till the cows come home. Doug Williams win, first black quarterback, Doug Williams. All right, so yeah, that's cool. So that's the case here, and that's why you see when the Anton Daniels, a Coach Greg Adams, we don't represent the community in a way where the community will see you win and celebrate it. They kind of want to be like, we don't want to see that shit. And then white men don't want to see that shit neither. All right, not all of them. They like, we don't want to see that shit, nigga. You uppity ass. It is what it is. But I just gave you the prescription on why niggas are the way they are. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Right? I don't care. Shout out to our brother Kevin W. says you should play the DMX version of the Reading Rainbow. Hopefully it is not copywritten. And Daniel McGee says, shout out to my favorite African American out here.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
All right. So anyway. All right. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm not trying to win fans. All right. I know people are like, well, you could get more fans if I don't give a fuck about fans. Fuck these niggas. All right. The more fans I get, the more haters I get, which is good and bad, but it don't do nothing. It just brings more freeloading ass niggas over here. So I don't need more numbers. I don't need more numbers. I need more supporters. And the most people that come over here, they be like, well, it's kind of like, you ever see the, by the way, if you're new here watching this, I know you want to get to the main event. It's going to be at the 3-hour mark. You can leave or you can stay here and watch the best entertainment here on YouTube. But I tell stories a lot to relate to the story. It all goes together. And I was going to tell a story about what happens, and particularly where well, let's get on to the next part of the show. Basically, I forgot what I was fixing to say. All right, but you was going to learn something. But what you're going to learn, this is what you're going to learn on the next segment. Fuck you, boss up. That's what we're going to learn real quick. Boss up.
Boss up, nigga.
Boss up. But yeah, I'm not trying to win fans over. That's basically what the moment was, because most people, you ever see Cribs, MTV Cribs? You ever watch MTV Cribs? Well, when MTV Cribs came out, what they did was, and we guys know it was kind of fake, but when the celebrity showed the results of their celebrity, right? They would show the results of their celebrity. I'm going to tell you the psyche of the loser person, the deaf, dumb, and blind, the masses, the sheeple. When Cribs came out, what it demonstrated was these celebrities have a lot of fuck you money, right? And they had money to do and spend all that shit. They had 8 cars and TVs in the headrest, and they had curtains that opened up with a button, and they had this and that. They had this room for that. And so what happened was the psyche of the loser saw that. And this was around the time where Napster and pirating of music became popular, right? This was all at the same time. And what was happening was, since people started to pirate these artists' music, the artists would come out and say, this ain't right. All right, this is not fair. We're not making our true worth because these people are stealing from us. But the psyche of the loser says, you already got enough money. You already got enough money. You don't need my money. Look at all this shit you got and all that money you spending on all this shit, because the pocket watcher, which is the loser, tends to look at you and say, you don't need any more money. Look at all the money you've made so far. Now that we can get to Napster and LimeWire and all of that shit, whatever it is, we can steal your product and you'll be okay. That's the same thing as when you come to a content creator and they already got 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers, all the way to 500,000. The new viewer says, we don't need to support you. You seem to be doing well, Mr. Porsche 911, Mr. G-Wagon nigga. Why do you need support? So the new viewer, so when people say you need more viewers, the new viewer doesn't come in and they're not a rabid supporter of you because they don't know the entire story. They're going to come in and be like, whatever, nigga. All right, just my view is enough. And that's why new viewers and numbers are not necessarily good for you. All right, they're not necessarily good because the new viewer sees you as already successful. They're like, wow, why would I give you any money, nigga? All right. And why are these other people giving you money? Well, they're championing you because they know the entire story. And if you didn't know, I'm the best edutainment here on YouTube. If you're here, most of your content creators stole my shit. I just have to let you know. But fuck you, boss up. As they say, as everybody says, in 3 to 5 years, everyone will sound like CGA. I was ahead of my time, right? Tommy Sotomayor or ahead of their time. When you're times don't get the credit you deserve, and I'm constantly talking about this because I look on the internet and I always say the normies are behind. They don't never see it the way I see it because they're still head up their ass, and then reality will hit them, and then they'll start sounding like me, and they'll remember, oh, someone said, this one guy said, listen to this. This defense lawyer is going to give a prescription, a solution on divorce and co-parenting. Now, for the new people who haven't seen me, you came in 2022 or 2023, 2024. Back in 2019, I gave this exact, and I know 2019 is fairly new. I gave this exact solution or prescription to what people, to curb divorce, because people wanted to know, how do you prevent divorce? I said this exact prescription back then, and shout out to KT King. He found this video and he remember I said this. So I want you to listen to this woman's solution. This is why I don't get solutions anymore, because you motherfuckers ain't gonna use it until it's too late. Listen to what this woman says. New divorce trend. Kids stay, parents switch. Listen up.
New crazy trend in divorce where the kids stay in the house and the parents move in and out of the house every couple days. Normally, the kids would go to each of the parents' different homes for their respective time sharing. But in this case, the kids stay put and the parents leave. So literally one parent's in, depending upon their time sharing schedule, 2 to 3 days. Then the other parent is in 2 to 3 days so that you have the 50-50 split with the kids. I don't think it's crazy because I think that kids need stability. And if kids can stay in their own home, that would be ideal. However, this rarely works for most couples.
Why?
This new...
Look at this. Now, what happens is, because I'm a arrogant, Napoleonic complex nigga, dark-skinned nigga, yeah, what you're saying is radical. That will never work. But now, guess what? 6 years later, it's a new divorce trend. I wonder why. I brought that up years ago, and I said the reason why you see people divorcing is because it's comfortable for the parent, because y'all get to make the kids live out of the backpacks. And then you say, well, kids can adjust to it, which I say is bullshit, because I came up with this and I said co-parenting is bullshit. It's just a way to make people feel good about destroying their families. And I said, if we did this, and I gave that, and I said, if we let the kids stay in one house and the parents moved in and out and lived out of luggage for 12 years, I guarantee you people will stop divorcing. I guarantee you people will stop divorcing. And she just said it. She said it's not ideal because parents don't want to do it. What parents want to live out of suitcase for 5 to 10 years? So this is why I keep saying I'm far too ahead of my time. Even when I make a video, dudes will come back 3 days later. Hey, did you talk about this? I'm too fast with it. And sometimes when you're too fast and too ahead of your time with the mindset and the philosophy, people hear it, but they miss it. It's a little too radical for them. But then as you guys go along, you will start seeing people start saying the exact same motherfucking thing that I said. It's like, I said that already. And then people will miss it. Oh, where? Show me proof. I've been saying that. I was saying, dude, and I said the reason why then people will not divorce, the divorce statistics will plummet because, the divorce statistics will not plummet because people will consider that option as not livable. They're going to go, I'm not going to do that. They'll stay and make the relationship work because no parent wants to do that. If that's the option for co-parenting, that's what nobody would co-parent. Co-parenting would be ridiculous concept. But it only works because you guys make the kid suffer and you make yourself feel better about the kid living out of a backpack. Anyway, whatever. All right. And in 3 to 5 years, everybody sounds like CGA. It is what it is. I'm just sit back and just shake my head. And I even forgot I even said that until KT King shared this video. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did say that. I forgot more than you motherfuckers even know, especially you content creators. I have no respect for you content creators. I know more. I've forgotten more than you actually will ever know. But don't take it as an offense. Why don't you guys come down and sit here and have a powwow with your boy CGA? I might improve your motherfucking theories, and I might make your shit make sense because you just take my shit and run with it, and it never makes sense. Let's get back to it. How about women wanting to date rich men? All right. How about this one here? This is an interesting trend going on. A lot of women will say that they want to date successful guys. They want to date successful guys. So we're going to talk about this one because we got several clips of women saying they prefer to date successful men. But what I'm telling you as a man that has been successful, unsuccessful, homeless, and then successful, what'll happen is these women are ill prepared to do so. They think that they can take the same way they date regular dudes and they go and date the successful man the same way. And they think they could just transfer over. Oh, I'm going to just, without changing who they are, without bettering themselves. They just say, I'm tired of dating broke guys. I will date wealthy guys. And I'll say they're going to almost always fall and fail because there's way less successful guys and a whole bunch of regular women. All you got is tits and ass. And most of the time, successful men don't have a lot of available time. They're not interested in learning who you are unless they're way older, 50, 55, 60, 65. When they're on the go, the way they work, their discipline, their routine, these women are not ready for it. They think the guy has all this time to romance them and plan dates and all this shit. He don't got no time for that. He basically is going to want her at his beck and call when it's convenient for him. So that includes that she has to give up a lot of her life. A lot of women don't want to do this. So they meet a successful rich guy, but then she's like, oh, I'm going to do this. And I got my career and I start in a business and I'm going to be over here and there. And then you can see me 2 times a week. And then no. And the guy's like, you're not convenient for me. I need people that are convenient. This is a successful men have people convenient to them. But women think that they're going to date a successful guy and then just be available to them when they want. No, if the guy wants you to spend the night, you spend the night. If he wants to fuck you in the morning, you can't be like, oh, I don't want to fuck in the morning. No, you're going to have to fuck because you might not see him for 3 or 4 days. Okay. So if he wants a quick morning sex, 5 minutes, you're going to have to get that pussy up. But she's going to be like, well, I don't want to spend the night. I got to go feed my cat and I got a dog and okay, bye, next. Because there's more average women that have access to these women. There's less successful men. Yeah, they show up late. You know, I knew a woman one time that said, a successful guy she was dating wanted to fly her to Costa Rica and he wanted to surprise her. This is an example. And he said, hey, go pack your bag, leave work now, go pack your bag, bring 1 travel suitcase, bring a couple outfits and meet me at the airport. This is the type of shit highly successful rich guys do. Now, because she goes back and forth between broke niggas and regular niggas, she's trying to find love and she'll date some rich guys here and there. Because she didn't consider what he was saying as important, by the time she showed up, they missed the flight. Because what he did was he had a trip to Costa Rica planned and he wanted to surprise her. But she was like, I can't leave work early. I can't do this. I can't do that. Why do you want me to leave? She wanted to know why. But because then she finally did it reluctantly, I don't know what this guy's doing. Then when she gets to the airport, the flight's gone. She missed the flight. This is an example of how you have to adjust as a woman to date successful men, because if the guy wants to romance you, he's going to do shit like that. But because you're used to showing up late with regular niggas, you treat him like he's a regular nigga. instead of just hopping to it. Now you missed your opportunity. He's moved on to the next piece of ass. You missed it. Unless he really, really likes you, he already going, hey, you didn't cost me $1,000, $2,000 of business class tickets and hotels. You missed it. Now he's down in Costa Rica hiring women down at Jaco Beach. Okay. So this is an example of how women think they're prepared to date successful men, but they miss the boat because they don't trust men and they dating average guys and they don't change who they are. And they're reluctant to give up their little job or their career or any of that. So let me show you some videos related to this. This is Sarah Fontenot, it looks like. You guys have seen her before. On this one, she's a dark-skinned beauty. Nice chocolatey piece of calico right here. This woman says right here, most women don't want love. They just want their bills paid. Okay. Well, again, everybody will sound similar to CGA. As I said, men are in love. Women are in business. Okay. So this is Sarah Fontenot. Maybe some women might call her a pick-me, but let's play the video.
And why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
I'm seeing all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. You know, honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Wow.
Yeah, and look at Nick. I think I played this clip before because I remember Nick Cannon reacting. Wow. What she's saying is absolutely right. This is everything that I preach, and I'm only agreeing with her because I preach it. I said we're far past the point of correction. We've passed the moment of truth and the point of no return. So you can't undo what is done. We can kind of smooth it over and adjust, but we can't go back because we've already experienced this. This is why when people say let's take it back, let's start over. Nah. You can't. We're in a transactional, monetized world where women are monetized. We're not talking about sex. They're monetized across the board. And they're monetized with their careers, their jobs, education. It all boils down to economics. This is why when people say, what's the solution? You need to solve the economic solution first before you solve the date in the relationship. And because women are monetized and they look at men as just a resource, ultimately in the beginning or the end, whether it's short term or long term, you're having a hard time to try to correct it. You're not correcting it. This is why when people say, well, what's your solution for it, bro? How much time you got? I'm not just gonna give you something to make you feel good. Let's ban OnlyFans. And no, it's gone. The good old days are gone.
Larry Bird's not walking through that
and
door.
People are catching up to what
Kevin
I'm saying.
McHale's not walking through that door, and Robert Parrish is not walking through that door. And if you expect them to walk through the door, they're going to be gray and old.
Here's the thing. Most men do not have enough money to do any of this shit. And I think what happens is, and I don't know if you guys know women. I know women. I understand them. They think you guys are sitting on a pile of gold. They think you guys are stingy and selfish and not generous. They're wondering why you're not giving them any money. Because they might see you with some money. You don't even have to have a lot of money for a woman to believe that you're not giving up the money. This is why when they say they expect you to pay for the first dates, they don't think that you are giving them the money. They're like, why aren't you giving me? Why aren't you paying? I know you have a little bit of money. You got to have $100. You got to have $150. What's the problem with spending $200 on a date? They think you're sitting on the money. They think you're not giving it to them. Why aren't you just giving it to me? Okay. Why aren't you? I know you got it. In their world, they don't think you have the expenditures that they have. They're like, you don't need wigs and weave and hair extensions and hair appointment and braids and box braids. You don't need shoes and suits and pants. So they don't believe hair and nails and makeup, the Zoe package. You don't need to do Brazilian wax and esthetician, and you don't need manicures and pedicures. So they're seeing you survive without needing all these things that they need. So they're just assuming you got extra money. They're just assuming that you're just a motherfucking Scrooge McDuck and not giving it to them. And this can be further from the truth. Men don't have that extra money. They don't have it, or they're probably a little more disciplined with what they do with their money, as opposed to how women behave. They're impulsive and shopping all the time, and they always have a need and desire. Men will put that need and desire on the back burner so that they can have a little bit of money. And men tend to be guilty in spending their own money on themselves, because anytime they do, well, then we're called selfish. You're spending your money on yourself. You should be helping other people. You should be helping a woman. You should be giving money to your baby mama for child support. You should be buying your kids some shoes. So men tend to feel guilty about treating themselves. So they're reluctant to spend, even if they have the money. All right, they're reluctant to spend. So they will spend on the woman faster than they will spend on themselves. And this is why then you have this problem in dating, because they just don't think men are giving them access to the money, but they have it. All right. Anyway, it's a mess. So shout out to her right there for talking about this. We have another woman. We're going to go to a white woman at this particular point. We got the white woman here.
Where the white women at?
All right, we're going to go to a bimbo, Barbie bimbo here. Her name is JoJo. JoJo says, look at them bolt-ons. Look at them big ass titties. Whew, goodness. All right, and you know them are fake. Those are not real. Look at that. There ain't enough body fat to have them real, and I can't stand fake titties. All right, but that's neither here nor there. All right, she looked good. All right, but she'd be a nice piece of arm candy, but that about it. And I might put something in her mouth. All right, but maybe. Okay, so here we go right here. This woman says that one time a billionaire wanted to put me up and I said no. Nope. This is an example again. Take a look. She's saying I met a billionaire or a millionaire or whatever she wants to call it. But the billionaire wanted to get her to give up something and she didn't want to give it up. Let's see what it was and why she said allegedly no to the billionaire. Okay.
23 or 24 years old, this billionaire was obsessed with me. I don't know how we met or how it all started, but he wanted to put me up in a little tower and not work or not do anything, but be there for him as a man working, right? He sent me listings of these like $40 million penthouses that he wanted to get for me here in the city. He was like, I'll give you like 40 grand a month to spend, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. But listen, at the time I was doing pre-med, I was working in research. So my stupid ass said, no, I don't want to do that because I want to have my own career. I want to figure out my own life first. I'm going to do me.
Okay, so as you can see, she regrets the decision. Okay, in hindsight, because while everybody has goals and dreams and ambitions and aspirations, she at 22 to 23 saw greater possibilities. I'm going to be CEO by 32. I'm going to have my own medical practice. I'm going to have a PhD. I'm going to be making my own money and blah, blah, blah. And then reality strikes. All right. And now that's why you see, she said, my dumb ass. Reality hits. Now she's 32. She's not CEO. She said, at the time I was going to medical school. Obviously, she probably didn't continue with that. And that was a pipe dream. And now she probably has gone from not millionaire to millionaire, but 100,000-aire nigga to 100,000-aire. And that offer is not there anymore. She's not getting men to make that offer anymore. She's getting men to make some side of offer, but not the offer she had for that guy. So now she's like, oh yeah, with the medical school debt, she knows she fumbled that guy. But as I said earlier, even women that might think they're ready for a high value man, if you will, or a man that has money and the guy just simply wants to plug her into his life, women are reluctant to do so because they still have dreams. And shout out to the ladies that have dreams. Some of them achieve those dreams, but I've had women that did that with me. And ultimately they were not in a good position later on. They ended up probably like, hey, I need to probably come back to you and see if that offer still stands. Well, no, he's able to find a whole bunch of these Svetlanas, a whole bunch of these Natashkas. He can go to Latvia and clean house. This woman is a carbon copy in Latvia. I had a Latvian chick like this. You guys saw her. Okay. And she's kind of in the intro. She's similar to this. All right. I can go to Latvia and clean house. So now she knows that. And it's more highly competitive. And she probably hasn't found that similar offer again. But there it is again. And I said this. Regular women think they're going to take a regular life in with the successful guy. There are cases where that can happen. Tom Cruise had a girl recently that he was going to marry and she had her own money. she was successful, but as you can see, she ended up with another billionaire. But you even have Russell Wilson and Ciara. Most women think that they can take an average dating strategy and go to a high tier man and make it work. And it's not going to work. And as you can see here, even when you have money, and even if you have this pinup doll type woman here who is, you know, good on the European beauty standard, you're still having problems over there. There's problems over there too. Again, I always say, money's just going to give you access. It's not going to solve your problems. So dudes, when they come over here and I talk about the JUCO, well, that's not a solution. I'm not giving you a solution to your fucking problems with women. That's your problems. What I'm trying to get you is access, right? You want to access a beautiful woman? I'm going to tell you how to do it. And then you're going to get your nut. I'm just giving you access. That's all I'm doing. It's like a rental car station. I'm not solving your transportation issues. I'm solving your transportation issues for the weekend. Okay. I'm going to give you access to this car for the weekend. Not for the entire life, not for your 2-year lease. That's your fucking problem. All right. That's your problem, nigga. All right. Hey, you fix your own goddamn problems, but I can get this woman to duck you sick in a hotel in motherfucking Monaco, and you'll have a good old time. I'm just trying to get you access. I'm not solving your relationship problems. Those are your fucking problems, bro. Fix your goddamn life. All right, here we go right here. Let's see what else she got to say.
Anyway, he kept emailing me being like, please change your mind. Like, we can have everything. You can throw like Christmas parties in your penthouse. It'll be beautiful. I was like, no, I'm going to do me.
Yep.
This man even emailed my workplace at the time, the research lab where I was working, like my boss, so like my office manager, because I heard from my office manager, she like forwarded an email that he had sent to her. I don't even know how he knew where I worked. I never told him that. So he like tracked me down, emailed her, and was.
And men with money got resources. I could hire a private investigator for less than $1,000, and he could trace your ass for 4 fucking days. And that's $1,000 to a billionaire is nothing. All right, to a millionaire, $1,000 is just a solid investment. But ladies, I can hire a private investigator, track you for 4 days, and I can get a lot of info. I can see if you're a lazy bitch that never leaves your house, if you a goddamn night creeper for $1,000. All right. The fuck? All right, the hell? When you're a guy that got money, again, she thinking he a regular nigga. All right, man, please. I can get somebody to follow your ass. I can get somebody to cold approach you and have a dinner date with your ass and get information. And it says he owns a research lab. For real. You so dumb. I don't know how he found out. By the way, one more thing here, and I'm clearing this up. The video is not important. It's just helping me. One thing that rich men will do is they will vet you. This is a thing I've been trying to bring to you guys. You guys got to think rich before you're rich. You got to vet women because he doesn't want a liability. He probably did a background check. I background check almost all women that I deal with right now because I can't afford to deal with a strag or a skeezer. I can't afford it. I can't afford for a strag or a skeezer to come and fuck this up. Look at what DJ Academics does. He doesn't vet his women, and he out here arguing with these bitches online. And I'm like, you don't vet your women. So when I background check all women. All right. All I need is their name and barely their birth date. And I can pull up their whole goddamn record. I can pull their file up. And sometimes I'll wait until a month and I'll get a little details and see what their stories are. But I will pull their fucking file. All right. In a variety of places. This is what we teach her over on Locals. And she's wondering, I don't know how I can know your last 5 addresses without your social security number. Okay. Then I can know who, if you're leasing or renting that place and who owns the place and who do you live with. Right on my computer. I don't even have to leave the computer or hire a private investigator. So this is what women don't realize when they just go, I'm going to just go date a rich guy. Well, then, bitch, you got 5 DUIs and you got traffic tickets and shit, and you got failure to appear in court. The rich dude is like, nah. And then he backs away. He doesn't say anything. He ghosts your goofy ass. And then you wonder why. All right. He's not going to tell you that he pulled your fucking file. By the way, I pulled some women's files, man. It's incredible shit. Most of these women are out here criminals. They criminals, bro. They getting sued for past debts. Criminals, nigga.
It's like, hey, I really need to speak to Joanna. Is she there? Does she work there? It was so creepy. At that point, I was like, listen,
now it's
never going to happen. I'm going to go on and do my life. So please never contact me again. So that stopped, and here we are, like 10 years later. And anytime I'm at work, I'm like, man, what if I just took the bait? What if I sat my ass down and didn't work ever in my life? Would that have been nice? Maybe.
Maybe.
But also, I don't regret choosing me at that point because I have a very full, very happy life. I love the things that I built for myself and my friends and my circles. But anyway, it would have been nice to be a billionaire's wife, I guess. If there's any billionaires out there now that wants me as a little trophy wife, I'm ready now because I'm so...
She ready now. Hey, she ready now. You see what happened? I don't regret it, but guess what?
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
She ready now. Okay, why?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Now she turned that into if there's any billionaires out there. So now she campaigning and shit. You see what happens, dude? You see what happens? Now I learned my lesson and I'm 32 years old. I'm still a sweet little angel. Look at me. I'm still some sweet little Latvian angel. Yeah, she coping. Now you up here trying to campaign and get you a billionaire. Now I'm ready now. I'm ready to love you. She tried to get the billionaire. That's you, nigga.
And that's you.
Nah, man. You gave up your goddamn problem here. You're the problem. You got in your own way. Okay. And then now you had the nerve to call him creepy. Nobody gonna trust you. Nobody's gonna trust this woman. Now you don't want to work no more. Let's pull her goddamn file up. Let's pull her file up. And I don't want to advertise for this woman. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like she is not a doctor, but she might be.
Quit playing.
She's a nurse. That medical school down the drain. All right. So there goes a doctor. That's why she wants a billionaire now, because this is how long ago? 11/24/2025. Okay. Look at that. On the waist. All right. Now she's at Equinox and Lifetime Fitness trying to scheme on some married niggas. You just a sugar baby at this point, baby. At 32, you just a sugar baby for an old nigga. So play your role, know your role, and shut your mouth. I got a 23-year-old woman that is just as good as you, and that's going to listen. That's crazy work. All right. So we have another woman out here that would look to be average. Says my sprinkle date was terrible. My sprinkle date was terrible. All right. So we got another one. I'm going to just start dating rich men and I'm going to go sprinkle. And I'm going to just, and by the way, take a look at what you're looking at here. They don't change anything about themselves. So let me see here. They don't change anything about themselves. They just come out here. So what we going to do is I got to play this song because I'm looking at this. She looks like a throwback from 1996, not the Bang Yangs. All right. So let's go ahead and drop that one real quick because it's been a while. You're looking at the best entertainment here on YouTube. Let's go.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ha, hold up. Not the Bang Yang. The Bang Yang. No, not the Bang Yang. The Bang Yang. Fuck no, not the bang, bitch. That shit ain't it, bitch. That shit is ugly as the fuck. Take it out, bitch.
All right, not the bang.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ha, hold up. Not the bang gang. The bang gang. No, not the bang gang. The bang gang.
All right, goodness gracious. All right, not the Bang Yangs. All right, so we got Mrs. Bang Yangs in the building. All right, Mr. Woman with the bangs here. Okay, that is ugly. That shit ain't it, bit. That shit ain't it, bit. All right, you look crazy, man. You look like a girls basketball player from 1995. All right, what's going on under this goddamn bangs here? This is crazy. All right, so by the way, that was Little Yachty, by the way, because you know niggas like to do their hairs like they aunts and call them pimps and shit like this. I don't know why niggas do this. You know, y'all some fugazi ass niggas. All right. This woman says my sprinkle date was terrible. Here we go. By the way, take a look at this woman, man. All right, let's continue.
Is scary sometimes. I went on a date with a heart surgeon. Wow. It was not my type, but Shira 7 says, like, close your eyes, you know, do what you have to do to get the bag. And we went to like this hotel restaurant. At first it was like, oh, he's not that ugly. Maybe I could like get a couple thousand from him. The more we talked, the more unsafe I felt. At first, like, it was very nice. He pulled out my chair and it's very gentlemanly. You're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. But then he started saying like red flag kind of stuff. Like, you're trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm trying to date for the person that's inside. But, you know, like someone like you're like a 10 out of 10. I'm just like, dude, I'm like overweight, but whatever.
All right, so here you go. Here, so she even knew she was out of her league, but she's like, but guys gas women up in order to sleep with them, and it's not even necessary. Just pull out a big fat wad like this. Just pull out money. Them bitches will get on their knees like dogs. All right, it's one of the most interesting things you ever seen. All right, but make sure you're not just giving it to them for being nice. You tell them, get on your knees, and I'll give you some money. All right, that's what you say. Because dudes are like, don't leave with your wallet. This is not dating advice. You just want to see her bark like a dog. Just tell her to hop on one leg and bark like a dog. Like 70% of them are going to do it. That's leading with your wallet. That's tricking. No, it's not. You're literally just cutting a deal. All right. Bark and hop on the leg. Cock a leg up. Do something. Squat. Do whatever you need to do. You don't need to give them compliments and all of that shit. You're so beautiful. You a diamond in the rough. You don't need this shit. All right. Just pull out a big bank wad. I got money. And tell them to do some shit and they're going to do it. Come clean my motherfucking car, clean my counters, do something, organize my cabinet, and they'll be over there in a jiffy. All right. Let's continue here. You goofy ass niggas. And look at her. She on the date with this goofy ass nigga. Right. I guess if I just have to close my eyes. Here we go.
Thank you. He was overweight too, so he like ordered for me. I'm like, okay. There was a lot of food. He ordered way too much food.
Oh, now
he let me keep it, so that was nice. And then immediately, like, he started monologuing about, you know, obviously I am divorced. Didn't work out with my ex because
you niggas like to give life stories to women, bro. Y'all talk way too much. Even if you at the JUCO. You talk way too much. Nobody cares about none of your life story. What you tell them is you sit back and you get detailed information from them. Let them talk. Be mysterious and vague. Evasive. Why? Because you got the leverage. I got what you want. I don't have to make the sale. You do. I don't have to tell you shit. What you do? E-commerce. What does that mean? You're on a need-to-know basis. All right? And then she's like, oh, okay, I get it. Why is she going to say I get it? Because I got money. I guess I don't need to know this information. You sure don't. It's not important. Come on, bro. Let them do the talking. Let them run their motherfucking mouth. Let them sell wolf tickets. Let them tell her who the fuck they are. All right. Tell her that she can tell you the broke bum bitch story of herself. Go ahead, baby. Keep talking. You guys talking way too much to these women, and that's why y'all losing. Nobody wants to hear your life story and your relationship in the past, women you dated and your ex-wife taking you to child support. Nobody want to hear that. None of these women want to hear that shit. They don't really want to hear you talking anyway. Let's continue.
I'm just so dedicated to my work. I couldn't stay home all day with her. And obviously, if we're together, then I can't be like eating you out all day.
What? Oh my goodness.
Isn't that like so creepy to say on a first date?
First of all,
yeah, that brother's starving.
You let a lot of niggas eat you out. So don't act like you're all clutching your pearls here. See, gentlemen, first of all, you don't even have to bring that up. She know she gonna be duck sicking you tonight. That's why she's there. She knows that's what she fixing to do. And if you want to put your mouth on her, which I would tell you not to, all right. Now, if you regular dating your girlfriend or your wife, that's a different story, but not on no JUCO. You don't need to insinuate this sexuality talk. She knows she about to grab her ankles later on. Okay. Now, this is another example of what I say. Women think they can date a rich guy and they come over here with a rich guy and then they're shocked at behavior. She wasn't ready for this. Ma'am, you're not ready for this. Go back to these niggas on Tinder and Bumble and Hinge. You're not ready for this life. You're out here talking about a date and you took the leftovers and he was sexual with you and he was somewhat creepy. That's why he with your goofy ass. to do those nasty things to you. It's a kink. So he wants to be kinky with you. So yeah, it's not a surprise that he brought that up. It was not necessary, but he brought it up. That's why you're here. That's why he's tricking on you right here. This is why he's being generous. So again, like I say, a lot of women think they can date a rich guy or a guy that's successful till they get up over there and realize it comes with a whole nother set of problems. A whole nother set of problems. He expects sex when he expects sex every time you show up. You can't do it like the boyfriend. Your boyfriend, you can say, do we have to make out and have sex every time we meet? Well, then he can feel guilty about that. Well, not necessarily. I guess we can cuddle and watch movies and go to Knott's Berry Farm and we can go to the movies and maybe you can. Now, a regular guy has to put up with that shit. But now that I'm fixing your motherfucking bind, it's sex on command. All right? On command. It ain't no, can we just hang out tonight? I'm on my period. Do you run red lights? I run red lights. Let's go. It's sex on demand. Command. Right? When you're with me, your job is to cock them legs up. But that's because we're playing successful guy. If you're not successful, you got a 85, 90, 95% chance that you can't pull this leverage. That's all. That's all. And that's why you're there. You there to nut on your tummy tonight. All right, let's continue.
I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, like I won't have time for that. I'm serious. Who said it? I don't even know your last name, sir.
Hey, ma'am, I've had, listen. Listen. At the JUCO, there's women that don't ever know my full goddamn name until I'm finished. And most of them don't even know my first name. They certainly might not even know my real name that I go by name. I don't even need to know your name. This is why, again, I've been telling you, a lot of women think they can date in this arena, but they bring normie shit over to that arena, and then they jump on the internet talking about this guy's a predator. I don't even need to know your motherfucking name. You can tell me your name is Susie. I'll call you that, bitch. I don't need to. I need to know your stripper or your Hooters name. That's it. Most of the time, I'm with a woman 5 or 6 times, and I'll look at her in the bed. I'll be like, what is her name? I don't even know. I'll be like, what is this one's name? I don't even know her name. You're not here for me to know any of them details. You're here to cock them goddamn sprinkle legs up. You failed the assignment, ma'am. You failed the assignment. Okay? Bringing normal shit. Ladies, I'm trying to help y'all up. I'm trying to help y'all out. When you start targeting men, successful men and shit, you cannot bring this lame square ass game over there. Trying to make him feel bad because he wants to lick your little sniz. This is not how it works. You're here for a reason and you need to do your motherfucking job. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. This is a norm. Like, if this is a regular guy, yes, this works. This little shaming shit she's doing. This is not a regular dude. You went to sprinkle land. Bitch, sprinkle me.
Where are you bringing that up? My heart dropped to my stomach, okay? I can barely eat. The more he's talking, the more I'm like...
You're not cut out for this. You're not cut out for this, ladies. You're not cut out to date successful men. You're not cut out to date rich guys. If you're there going, oh, I had to do this and I had to close my eyes, these women, highly attractive women, are with niggas that look like bears, bruh. They're not with stunning, highly attractive. This ain't motherfucking 50 Shades of Greg. This is not 50 Shades of Grey where the dude's handsome and ripped and muscular and rich and has a top corner office in the C-suite and he got access to a helicopter and he works out. No, you dealing with hairy back, fat, old niggas that got gremlin hands and want to put them on you. And you went over there thinking you're going to get a handsome rich guy. No, this is why, again, I say they're not prepared for this. The realities of dating wealthy guys. You have a lot of women that will say, I want a successful guy. I want a wealthy guy, but she want to sleep until noon at his house. And this nigga done woke up at 5 a.m. and he got more done by 9 a.m. than most niggas do in their entire lifetime. And she don't understand why he sees her as less. Oh, this bitch ain't nothing but a piece of poom poom. Because you in there snoozing and sleeping and snoring and then waking up and giving orders. How come you didn't wake me up? How come you didn't kiss me on the forehead like Sleeping Beauty? How come you didn't get me nothing for Starbucks? How come you didn't do nothing? How come you didn't make nothing for breakfast? How come you didn't plan breakfast? Bitch, what do you think this is? What do you think this is? They're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. And what happens is they'll be exposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of them and fumble the bag. Fumble the bag and be on Al Gore internet dry begging. All right, we're going to come back to that. We got the main event coming around the corner, but I'm going to go to these super chats. And I know this is why I tell you, man, leveraging options is everything. Most of you guys have problems with women. You're never going to not have problems with women. Just understand that. Women come with problems. They come with drama and headache. Okay, you're going to have that. You're never going to get rid of that. I don't care if you're the richest man in the world. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. Look at all the bitch problems he got. Look at all the problems with women he got. You're never getting rid of the problems. There are always going to be issues because men and women are not compatible. We're two different creatures sharing the same planet. Okay. You're never going to have a situation, a state where the woman just be like, okay, you're perfect. I don't need to change anything about you. She will still see you. Even though you're way better in position in life than her, she will find your failures. She will find something wrong with you. That's what they do. Okay. That's what they do. There's a woman that came to my house one time. All right. She came in. Now I know this woman has a roommate. She in a bind. She came to my house. She walks to the back door patio and she was like, oh, you don't have a swimming pool? She was like, if I had this house, I would have a swimming pool. Now, mind you, nigga.
What happened?
Mind you.
Where did all the men go?
She live in a crusty, dusty ass apartment. She live with a roommate. But she had the nerve to fix her motherfucking mouth. Look at the situation I got and call me the fuck out for not having a swimming pool in the backyard. And you're like, if this bitch, what's wrong with you? Ladies, bruh. And I'm talking to the men on this one. When I tell you women do shit like that, all right, I dated plenty of dudes that got Lamborghinis. Like, but where are you at? You sitting in front of me right now. You so stupid. They say the stupidest shit. That's why you just got to let them talk. Because it don't matter. Like, if I took the same woman to a studio apartment, she'll be talking about you should have a 2-bedroom apartment. All right, but if I was you, I would move to a 2-bedroom apartment with all the furniture you got in this 400 square foot studio. They always gonna find something wrong with your motherfucking ass. Meanwhile, when you go see their dwellings and see how they living, she there to drop off punani for $300. All right, but got the nerve to say, I would have a swimming pool in the backyard. She couldn't even pay the swimming pool heating bill, but say she would have a swimming pool in the backyard. But what happens is if you're not confident, you fall for that type of shit. Then the next thing you do to impress this goofy motherfucker is you got somebody digging a hole in your backyard. Maybe I should put a swimming pool back there. Now you set yourself back $150,000 to try to entertain some of these bimbo beaches. That's going to take $300 so you can nut on their stomach. Like, these people are crazy. Okay. And soon as she get the money, she running right to Western Union to pay her bills off because she need a 24-hour turnaround. Do not let them. I don't care what position in life, they almost always think they know better than you and that they would do a better situation than you. They walk in your kitchen. Oh, it's dark in here. I would take down this wall and put a window right here. You like, and do what? Huh? Okay, show me your house that you got that done. Show me. That's why you got to have supreme confidence and belief in yourself, because you will let these people come in your here. And women do this. I don't see, like, poor men don't do this. Poor men don't go to rich people's house. What they'll do is say, well, I would give my money away. That's what poor niggas will do. But when you are successful, women will look at you like, you just another nigga with another house. But the last boyfriend I dated had a bigger house than yours, and he blew out the door here and put a window there, and he had a whole sliding pad. And where he at? Where the last boyfriend at? He done fucked and chucked you. He done fucked and chucked you to the side, and you don't have access to him no more. You're standing in front of me. Anyway, let's get to these super chats here. I'm trying to give these men some lessons, and it's not to degrade women. It is to educate these men, because men think there's a solution where the woman's going to be in a permanent state of satisfaction. No, they are not. It's going to be the opposite. Women are never satisfied. They ain't even satisfied with themselves. They certainly aren't satisfied with you. And Kevin Samuels was great at pointing this out. Kevin Samuels used to point this out, where he would say, watch, the woman is always going to say she would date a certain guy only if he was willing to do what? Be ambitious, if he would change, if he would become better down the line. So him understanding that and him able to demonstrate that to you gives you the understanding that it doesn't matter what situation you're in. That's why I say there's no solutions. There's only trade-offs. You're looking for a solution where the woman accepts you where you are and will accept you where you are in 5 years. That woman doesn't exist. Okay. She doesn't exist. And I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of women, not all sexually, but what I'm saying is, and not all in a dating mindset. Women are never satisfied. I don't care who the fuck you are. There's a great meme about this where even Lois Lane, Superman saved her from falling. Let me see here. Superman meme. And Lois Lane's looking at Superman like, I think I can do better. I can do better than this. I can get a better version of this Superman. Is this the best Superman I can motherfucking get? I wish I could find that meme. Oh, here it is. Let me see here. This one says, this one I can barely read the damn thing. All right, but this one says, I wonder if Batman has something right here. So even though they'll marry you and go with you and be up under here, but there it is right there. I love you, Lois. I love you, Superman. This is right here. I wonder what Batman is doing right now with all his hot cars. I don't know what that says right there because it's kind of blurry. I wonder what Batman's doing. Right? You done won her over, saved her motherfucking life, picked her up from the goddamn streets, dusted her off. And she's like, possibly I could get a better version of this. I'll get a better version of this. I deserve a better version of this. And they'll go back out there and try to get a better version and fall on their head, bonk their head, and come back, spin the block. How you doing? I can't solve these ecclesiastical problems for you. And I'm not a nihilist. I'm just telling you that that's what you should expect. If you find someone that is not like that, you hit the lottery. So if you say, I found somebody that's not like that, you hit the goddamn lottery. Now, you might find her like that now. All right. Was she always like that? Probably not. She finally got to the point where she was like, well.
And that's you.
Shout out to Kaylin says, what's up, coach? I didn't know or see this until you showed the clip. As a black man myself, I have to say, the community is a disgrace. Who wants to see two out of shape black men fight? Facts. Black people in general will never beat these allegations. What I told you, black men, listen to me. Leave the community. It is not for you. It is a rest haven for losers. And if you're there, your job is to get out. Your job is not to make the community better. Now, people are going to find that offensive, but that's the truth. Most of the people they uphold are the can't get right, the slow, pookie. They're always going to have an allegiance to these niggas to where you're going to try to be better than that, and they're just going to use you. Get out of there. Get out of there. It's not for you to rehab and make better and buy up the property. Look at what they did to Young Dolph. Nigga was buying up everything, cookie stores, gas stations, and all that shit, and he ended up dead. So look at Nipsey Hussle. He's doing the same goddamn thing. Shot in the motherfucking cold-ass streets in broad day. The community, ghettos are not to be rehabbed. Right? Ghettos are not to be rehabbed. Shout out to Big Joker says, this is why you have said time and time and again to get away from niggas. He says you can't have a rational discussion with Neanderthals that don't understand analogies and euphemisms. He says Corey got mad at a euphemism that was harsher than the one he just said. You can't save them. Facts. Okay. Can't save them. You can't save them. So I don't even think Anton was being literal with the comment, but Corey Holcomb took it to a stage where he got triggered, and I think Corey Holcomb blacked out. What you have to understand about men and ladies, men black out. You know, I found myself blacking out where I was like, I can't reel it back in. And men have certain triggers. Like my trigger is not the same trigger, but some guys have a trigger related to homosexuality, whether it is that they experienced it or they were sexually assaulted as a kid, or maybe they have some sort of fear, phobia related to it, or maybe they're trying to hide it. They're in the closet. So some men will go out and they will black out. And I think Corey Holcomb blacked out in that situation. We'll break it down where he could not reel it back in and get a hold of himself or really understand what he was doing. So much he was triggered. Okay. And what he was triggered about seems to be something he could not get off. He kept repeating it and repeating it, trying to provoke a fight related to it. And he would be willing to fight and embarrass himself on national television. Well, it's not national television, but you know what I mean. Shout out to Kaylin says the problem with women in their hypergamy is that they don't want to change their lives for that man. They also don't want him to have any other women. That's true. They ultimately hurt themselves by choosing themselves over a once in a lifetime opportunity they'll never learn. Hypergamy is a great thing for our society. However, it is something that I said ultimately it affects women more negatively than it affects men. Okay. So men get affected by it because you're average to below average. So you get priced out. Where is that when you get leverage or you're that dude, hypergamy is great for you because you get the benefits of it. And the women get the lose. They used to tell the story about the women that goes in the husband store. That's an example of hypergamy working almost against women all the time. They want a little bit more and a little bit more. And then eventually they run out of options. Whereas the guys that are at the top, they get the best version of that woman, and then he gets to discard and replace. But yeah, I think ultimately what happens is women believe that they don't have to change anything about them. They'll even tell you all of their bullshit. I was on drugs. I was on nose candy. I went tattoos. I sold pussy. I was in the church. I backslid. She'll tell you all her problems. And what does she do? She has a glow up, a glam up. She makes up. She does her hair, her nails, her makeup. She wears a dress, and she'll post a picture online kicking her heels up, some red bottom heels that she done probably stole or went into debt for. And then she'll say, but I'm still perfect. The guy that comes into my life, I don't have to change anything about myself. He gonna take this. I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm a gem. I don't have to be polished off. I don't have to change shit. He need to come in and he need to have X, Y, and Z. Blah, 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 blah. And you're looking at this going, this is embarrassing. This is incredible. This is incredible. They think they're perfect. And for reasons, all right, for reasons, because men most of the time are, chasing after them and begging for pussy type thing. So they think they're perfect. They don't have to change. The minute you start telling a woman she needs to change, they lose their mind. You go in there, she tells you what you need to change. You guys start adapting. Well, I'll change this. I'll put a pool in my backyard. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll grow my hair out. I'll cut my beard. I've had women say, a lot of women like my beard, but there's every now and then a woman will say, you know what? I would like you, but without the beard. Guys, these women are expecting you to show up next day with a shaven beard. This is how confident they are that you're going to shave your fucking beard. She was like, I really do like you. Lose the beard. That's how they'll say it. Lose the beard. Next time I see you, lose the beard. If you really want me. And they motherfucker niggas will be in there and show up the next day looking like Richard Pryor. All right. Lip exposed and all that. Well, what I say, I was like, well, shit, that's tough titty. All right. If you don't like the beard, that's your motherfucking loss. And then you do it, guess what? Her pussy will dry up like the Sahara motherfucking desert. Why? Because you a bitch ass nigga for doing it.
Look at this bitch ass nigga.
Guys, that's a shit test. That compliance means you lose. It doesn't mean you win. When you comply to a woman who's a stranger who gives you a request like that and you do it, nigga, she gonna be gone. The truth remains you're gone. Because something about women is that when you give them what they want, they don't like it.
Look at this bitch ass nigga.
She like, this nigga really did shave his beard that he had for 5 or 10 years, and he shaved that shit off just because I said it. Pussy dried up like the Sahara Desert. Nigga, she ain't gonna see your ass again. She gonna be like, God damn, this nigga really did it. Damn, he a loser ass nigga. He must really like me. All right. Mr. Travolta says, shout out to you. You always spit in facts. He says, a while back, a Juco came to my house and had the nerve to complain about the TV that I had. I told that beast to get the hell out. These 304s are wild. Yeah. And that's why you let them talk. Let them talk. Always let them talk. Your secret is, and I know a dating coach might disagree, indifference. You want to be indifferent to any goddamn thing she's saying. You don't want to be triggered. You don't want to agree. You don't want to disagree. You just want to be indifferent. You don't say. That's interesting. That's indifference towards them. You're not hyped about them. You're not negative. You're not debating them. You're not. Wow. That's great. Fantastic. And I learned that from a tennis coach. When my daughter's playing tennis, a tennis coach once came to me. He said, I noticed your daughter looks over at you after every point. And he was like, she shouldn't be looking over at you. And then I reflected back to my coaching career, and that's what my players did. Anytime there was an inbounds play, anytime something happened, they would look over at me to see my reaction. He was like, give them no reaction. Give your daughter no reaction. So people that watch tennis and Serena Williams' family, they just sitting there. The reason why is because your child or the person you're coaching will have a tendency to look at your reaction instead of focus on the point and focus on the court. They should be focused on the court and their opponent, not what your reaction is. So if you're a coach that is demonstrative and you yell and scream and you want to tell, and you're like, hey, you're trying to always call their attention, they'll get used to that and they won't think through a situation. They will try to think what you're thinking. So as a result, that coach said, don't give them any reaction. So when they look over at you, you just like this. Don't be like, oh, damn. Oh, you almost had it. Don't shit. Or don't be like, yay. Nothing. Let them play. Let them focus on the court. Let them work through it. And same thing with women. Don't cheer them on. Don't do shit. Just give them a whole. Great. Oh, wow. You went on the trip. That's great. Did you enjoy it? That's fantastic. I'm glad you had a good time. All right. Shout out to Glenn Beck supporting Hollywood CGA. Who hates this version of CGA? Hate those niggas. All right, shout out to y'all. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. All right, we're gonna get back to these super chats here. Let's do the main event. Let's do the main event because y'all in here. We got main event. We got a great audience. We do have Tamar Braxton coming back later on in the show. We got the main event coming up here. We got two black men with the permanent tan. All right, running out here with the crash out of 2026. We're 2 weeks in, and we got two niggas crashing out over God knows what. But we gonna find out what them niggas crashing out about on the 5150 show. This is why I said the manosphere or male-related content will destroy itself before feminism, the FBI, the CIA, and all of that destroys itself. Men will destroy themselves. Why? Competition. We need the need to be right. All right, who got the best cars, the finest hoes? Men will do this. And because men want to be right and we want to have our allegiances and our camps and we want to have this causes wars. All right. And we have to realize in times we live in a wonderful country now where there's, only 150, 300 countries, whatever many countries there are. There were always kingdoms and fight. There was always little kings and queens here and there. All right. Because it was a hard time to go 100 miles. There was always somebody that had their own camp and kingdom not that far away. And then there was the boss of all bosses, the king of all kings, if you will. So in this situation here, both men have been on social media for several years. And as a result, they are right. And when you get them together, you would think that they would have kumbaya, but they have fireworks and smoke. Right? 208 countries. Shout out to you. So this is all manosphere related. This is male content creators. These are content creators that constantly are talking about relationships and dating and marriage. And they also get into politics, which is something that niggas like to talk about and have no clue of what they fucking talking about. It gets emotional with niggas. Niggas get emotional about, everybody gets emotional about politics. But most people don't know what they're talking about. They are all just on an emotional situation here. And this seemed to be the trigger, which is they don't have a problem with each other's stance on relationships. Their stance is related to their master, their massa, right? So one is allied with MAGA. That's Anton Daniels. He's more MAGA conservative adjacent. And Corey Holcomb is more Democratic plantation adjacent. So the Ku Klux Klan affair falling apart again. All right. These are male content creators that have spent many years building up their audiences here. So let's start with this. Apparently they had a live stream yesterday, 13 hours ago. This was streamed. This has 134,000 views. And let's get down to the nitty gritty here. We're not going to watch the entire thing. Anton Daniels eventually just walked off the stage, if I'm not mistaken. And here we go right here. We have Darlene. For people who don't know, Corey Holcomb's a comedian. The woman sitting here, this Ling sitting here, is Darlene. This is Ice-T's former girlfriend or ex-wife who was on the album cover. All right, the classic album cover, one of the best album covers of all time. Let me see if I can pull that up for the people that don't know what they're seeing here. She was on the several album covers. This is going to be one of them, Power, but there was another album cover. The other album cover is better. Let me see if I can find that. So for people who don't know, and maybe you don't know here, this is the woman you're looking at here sitting there. So this is Darlene, and there's another shot of this album cover where they're standing like this, but you can see the back version of it right there. All right, there it is. This is Darlene right there. So that's who you're looking at. That is going to be the woman in the video that you're going to see with reference as Darlene. Okay, so that's who you're looking at. That's the co-host of the Corey Holcomb show. Let's see here. There's another album cover she had where they're in the car. They're sitting in the car, and she's kind of like propped up in the car. Where is it at? All right, anyway, that was before Coco, y'all. So Darlene was before Coco. Ah, shit. I can't even remember the album cover. It was this one. Oh, here it is. 6 in the morning, police at my door, fresh to the squeak across the bathroom flow. All right, so this is Darlene right as well. All right, so that's Darlene. That's going to be the woman that you see in the video right there. This is Rhyme Pays. So that's Ice-T. You guys know Ice-T. That's Darlene right here. This is one of my favorite album covers of all time. I'm going to have to recreate this. Okay, I'm going to have to recreate this. I'm definitely going to recreate this album cover. All right, with a Ling. And she looks like she's possibly a Thai or Filipina. We don't know. She's definitely a brown skin. Okay. Good Lord. That's an amazing looking woman. What do you say? All right. So we're going to see what Darlene looks like now. Somebody said I'm framing his Corey Holcomb's position wrong. I don't know, nigga. She a C Mexican for sure. She definitely looks C Mexican. All right. So that's Darlene right there. You see right there in the yellow coat or the yellow jacket. She got to be Filipino, C Mexican. She definitely a C Mexican. She still look good right there, but you can see, 30 years later, 40 years damn near. All right, she looks good though. Or for 40 years later, she definitely don't look like she did before, but who does? Okay, here we go right there. Here we go. Let's go we'll start the video here. This is the interesting place to start the video.
This is no. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take it.
Oh, she's just Mexican? She's just a Mexican? Indigenous Mexican. All right. So anyway, let's continue. So there you go. The politics of the
advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this.
That's the fundamental difference.
I'm gonna tell you this. And you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you.
I'm listening.
The people in charge are not Democrats or Republicans.
I understand that.
Kamala Harris is allowed to do whatever she's done.
We get that.
This new president, he's allowed to do whatever he is willing to do or they allow him to do.
Facts.
Everything is allowed. There are people in charge of this nation that flat out run shit. And if ain't nobody got the power to uproot them, then we're going to keep having people paying a whole bunch of money for houses and a fire hydrant don't work in front of it, but they'll charge you for the fire hydrant in front of your house.
But we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate in the local elections.
Well, you understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but
okay, so you see where this is going right here. And I don't want to get in the middle of their opinions here because I definitely would not agree with Corey Holcomb on this one. All right, on this particular point. And this is kind of how people sound when they don't have all the information. So voting doesn't matter. Well, it certainly does matter. And what Anton's positioning is in local elections, people typically don't turn out, and then they turn out for the popular election. Well, that might have less impact on you, but certainly the local elections have a whole much more impact than the major presidential politician election. No, so if you're arguing about what the president's going to do, well, did you even vote for your congressman? Did you vote for your local commissioner? Did you vote for this? You didn't vote here for the school board. You made no impact on that. The president can't change your fire hydrant, certainly, but your commissioner could. All right, so that's where this conversation is going, and you can see why they would disagree. Let's continue.
You just missed it.
We have a list. I heard everything you said. I can't wait till you tell me how voting makes a difference in this country.
We have a less than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I would have exited this conversation at this point. Let's continue. Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
people
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote. And
I'm gonna show up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant.
We had Republican presidents. We had Democratic presidents. We in the same joint.
I'm actually on Anton's side at this particular point. This is before the fireworks. Anton is literally telling him, and the other brother Corey is saying presidential election. Anton's saying local election. I don't think Anton is being he's trying to be clear, but Corey's not hearing him. So there's where the disagreement is, and it's going to go even worse. That's pretty bad here.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if it's local.
It matters.
If you vote,
absolutely matters.
That means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
No,
your ancestors
it's so funny to
didn't do it like this. Because people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's
war. All sucker shit
it's
going
a war
on.
every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem. We need physical wars.
It's not.
Until motherfuckers ready to jump it off,
it's not.
We gonna always be talking. But see, real gladiators don't talk. Real gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now.
Okay, I mean, he's gonna make some sense right here. I'm assuming he's gonna make some sense right here. This is, I always say nothing changes without bloodshed. So, voting is a slow process, but you do need quick change. As you can see, President Trump went in and got President Maduro and solved the shit in relatively quick fashion. Gladiator. So now he's saying this, but this is just, niggas like to talk about what they gonna do and they don't do shit. You know what I mean? Like, black people have been black men in particularly have talked about what they fixing to do, and they're going to be a race war in 1995, and we going to do this, and we going to get together, we going to uprise, we going to sell enough bean pies to buy up our community, and we going to cause a war, and we going to bust this, and we going to blow this up, and don't do shit. All right, that's the reality. And they'll talk about how much of a gladiator is, and soon as one white woman come around and flick her hair up, they gone. So I don't want to hear shit about this. And as soon as one fat booty black woman come in the room, all the conversation just changes. So anyway, I don't want to hear this shit. Nobody gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. Y'all niggas will kill niggas before y'all kill anybody else. So let's continue.
We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't you under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that woman?
I want to know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Okay, see, let me stop right here, guys. Again, Andrew Wilson tried to do the same thing to me, and I think what Corey Holcomb's doing to Anton is what Andrew Wilson did to me. He would throw something out here, and then you go chase it. And so Anton Daniels is not a bag chaser. He's chasing this guy's points, which he doesn't have one. So what desperate people do is throw shit out there to trigger you, to get you over here having a conversation and debating something that's not important. This is not important. straw man. This is not important. Stayed on topic, as I did with Andrew Wilson. I'm going to stay on the topic. Let's get on the topic where he's just chasing anything Corey Holcomb throws at him. Let's continue.
Well, that's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the ICE agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop.
Oh my God. I mean, wow. This is crazy. This is great. He just reaching.
And an investigation will be said, but here's the truth. We know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
This guy is just trying to throw points out there to trigger you, straw man, and then you go chase it. Okay, I want to hear this.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it. Like,
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay,
I'm gonna answer your question.
There was no question.
It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement.
Yeah,
that's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Uh-oh.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No.
See, here we go again. I mean, this is again. I mean, sorry for Corey Holcomb here. I have no smoke for him. He's doing a horrible job here. Just having he's just throwing blanket statements out there, having Anton chase it, and this is bad. Okay, you don't say anything about white people, you just talk about black people. This is not true. I don't know Anton's content. I'm pretty sure he's talked about white people. People have accused me of that because you're sensitive to it. But you've caught me talking about white people. I've talked about everybody on my show. But what happens is then when I talk about black people, you be like, well, you always talk about black people. You always talk about black women. I try to almost avoid talking about black people, particularly black women. I'll talk about a lot of other women because I know people are sensitive. So now you want me to now just out of the blue say something reckless about white people out of context. Okay, let's see if Anton goes for this. Let's see what Anton goes. Say something about white people. Let's continue.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
I hear
white
you
women
talking about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But
why? Okay, you asked him to talk about white people. He came back and qualified it. He says, I say white liberal women are the worst. I agree with that. And then he says, what about white men now? And Anton went for it. Yeah, you can see this is shit.
We gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that.
He triggered him again with that boss thing. Yo, massa, yo, boss. All right. So you see, he's very good at this. And Anton, I'm shocked that he's going for this.
We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
Equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
Right, so Darlene's agreeing. Anytime you have another person agreeing with what you're saying, because people said that about Andrew Wilson, that the guy that was sitting there, who was the person serving as the, he wasn't doing anything. Oh, those two agree. So you're the one that's wrong. So Darlene's agreeing, but her allegiance lies with Corey, not Anton. So she's like, yep. Okay.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
You
taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Destroy this.
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
Okay, so Anton's ducking that particular thing, and I think rightly so. However, he could have gave him something, but now you're not talking about white men and how they destroyed that country. That's low-hanging fruit. Let's continue.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But okay, so now let me stop right here because this is an important part to stop and reflect on. Because that's why I think where the problem went and why Anton responded the way he did and why Corey Holcomb got triggered and blacked out and crashed out. So he wants Anton to say something bad about white people, how they destroyed the country. He's telling them what I want you to say. White people, and I talk about it all the time, colonialism, how it shaped the world across the world. You can go to other countries and see this colonialism. You can see this colonization of the world. But it's coming to an end because we're becoming a one world order. All right. It's not the same anymore. That power is going away. And it's mainly going away through race mixing and them losing, the birth rate and then political and then immigrants is going away. It's not going to happen overnight, but they're losing that power. So at this point, people want them to lose the power rapidly, but then you see what's going on here. Anton's not going for it, but as you can see, Corey Holcomb threw the first, you're kissing white people's ass. Remember that point. And this is the first time I'm seeing this all the way through. You're kissing white people's ass. Remember that point. Let's continue.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now.
There it is right there. So now, in fairness, Corey Holcomb threw the first, you're kissing white people's ass out. Anton came back, you're slobbing on niggas' knobs. Now, I don't know why Corey Holcomb's mad because both of them use the same euphemism to describe brown nosing or doing whatever. And Anton, unfortunately, sir, you look terrible here. And nobody's perfect in these debates because, you lose focus on the fact that you're being recorded live. But you responded in ignorance because Corey Holcomb was being ignorant. All right. So Corey Holcomb was being ignorant. You tried to play the ignorant game with you because for some reason, niggas want to always go back to the streets. But as you can see, two idiots argue. You can't tell which one's the idiot. Also, if a person goes low and you go lower, both of you guys are going to end up looking dumb. And that's what happens. These are two guys that I think have worked hard for their position, but now they look silly. Now y'all look dumb. Both of you guys. Now you got both people throwing insults about what they're going to do to white men and black men. One guy is claiming you're going to suck this, I can't say it, of black men. And this guy saying you're kissing the ass of white men. Let's continue. This is pretty bad.
You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie.
I don't tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
Suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, hey, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
Now, in my opinion, the allegation of him doing this thing that Anton suggested has triggered him to the point that I might believe that he's done this before. Okay. Okay. Something gives me the belief that he's done this, or maybe he has experienced someone doing it to him, not without his consent, not with his consent. And he's now making this the issue. Maybe possibly he was losing the debate. Maybe he felt like I need in desperation to keep hammering on to this point. And now I need to, well, first of all, he threw the first one out. Anton threw it back at him. And now we got to fight. Yeah, Corey Holcomb started it. And we can see he clearly started it with you're kissing the ass of white people. But here's the sad part about it. Now you have these two so-called rich black men demonstrating that they belong in the zoo. Donkey Kong. Okay. Now, Anton was not the aggressor here. He is standing his ground. Okay. He is standing his ground. Okay. They done move furniture. What's going on with Darlene here, baby? I didn't say that.
I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of
I tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie,
about.
I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
shit to me.
Don't put no
I'm
dick
from
sucking
Detroit,
shit
nigga.
on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right.
Now, this is pretty bad. Now I got double dog dare you, triple dog dare you. Say I duck a sick again. This is crazy work. It is January 14th, 2026.
New world order.
These are your one of the top content creators in the male adjacent space in 2026. And it is now boiled down to double dog dare you say I duck a sick. Yo, yeah.
Oh, for humanity.
Now, here's the thing about it. Street rules. Because niggas love talk about streets. All right. I'm from the streets. Anton Daniels went there. I'm in the streets of Detroit. Y'all niggas love claiming cities where y'all own nothing. I don't know what it is. And y'all not even from these cities. Y'all migrated to these cities in the 40s and the 50s. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Your people ain't from these cities, nor are your ancestors from these cities. But y'all love to say you in the streets of these cities that y'all don't own shit. I don't understand your allegiance to these places at all. These places own you. You don't own it. Okay. And your great-grandfather was from Memphis, nigga. Your great-grandfather was from Arkansas. Your grandmama, your great-grandmama was from Atlanta, Savannah, Augusta. All right. None of these motherfucking cities reflect who you are. Okay. Okay. But anyway, yeah, fuck the streets. So now y'all fighting over streets and who is the streets. And then I'm from the streets. So you don't do this. You don't confront me. I'm a street nigga. We got to remember these men are over 50 years old. I think Anton has got to be 48. Maybe not over 50, 48, 47. I'm assuming he's in that age range. Corey Holcomb is pushing 60. And these niggas is out here talking like niggy. Like these niggas is in high school. You don't get in my face. You don't talk street shit to me. Oh my God. Anton's 43. All right, shout out. This is 43. All right, shout out to him. All right, so this is pretty bad. I wouldn't have escalated like this, but let's see what we got.
Here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
We did boss up on you, Anton, and you did not say it. So, I mean, in street terms, if we're on a high school playground, if we're in freshman physical education class, he punked you, and you didn't say exactly what he said again. He confronted you. He came in and, you know, I mean, listen, if we just doing it on that shit, he did boss up on you. All right. But that's neither here nor there. I don't think that's what it is. Yeah. He didn't say it. All right. He didn't say it again. I mean, if Anton would have said it, all right. Yeah, nigga, you duck a sick. All right. Then it would have been furniture moving. And we know that possibly.
Good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking shit.
Put the microphone right now and go on her back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth. You running your mouth.
I don't do
you
no
doing
dick
this shit for the
sucking
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either, but I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay. No. Hold on.
All right. So we had somebody try to put out the fire a little bit and calm things down. Corey HOLCOMB is like, nope, we got a viral moment. And Anton's like, somebody come help me. So, yeah, this is pretty bad. I think this is pretty bad. And I don't like when people say, you don't know who I am. You don't know what I do to you. To me, that's not good. Like, you're nobody. Like, you're not a criminal, nigga. You ain't got no bodies buried. All right. You're not King Von. You don't know me, nigga. And you ain't gonna do nothing. All right. Because Anton, what are you gonna do? Shoot him? No. I mean, I would have shot him. All right. I would have shot him, but Anton don't want to lose the bag. All right. But my bag would have been up because I would have said, I told you I'll shoot a nigga. All right. So I ain't trying to catch no fade. I ain't trying to go out in the parking lot. I ain't trying to do shit. I'm gonna shoot you. All right. That's fair warning to anybody that think they gonna come fuck with me. I'm shooting you, nigga. Ain't nothing going on in the back. All right. I'm taking out the strap, nigga. And this skitty pop. And if you're threatening me, you get shot. All right. That's how I'm doing this shit. Or stab.
Skitty keep pop. And a pop,
right.
Boom.
Anyway, I'm not fighting nothing outside or on the video. All right, but that's neither here nor there. That's how I fucking roll. All right, anyway. Right.
Skitty keep pop. And a pop, all
right.
Boom.
But look, y'all want to go out here and go outside. Now, Anton said, you're not going to punk me. You're not going to boss up with me. Let's take this outside. And that was a pretty good idea from Anton's favor because who wants to get their ass whooped on the internet? Because I'm believing that, no shade, Anton. I believe Corey HOLCOMB would have whooped your ass. All right. But that's neither here nor there. That's just me. But we can put a bet on it. But in this one, whoever's the aggressive, whoever's the most angry, probably the one that's going to be more aggressive in the fight. Okay. So all he had to do is catch you with a wild one. And that's it. So Anton was like, let's take this outside with no cameras. You're doing this for the internet. Yep. Who wants to get beat up on the internet? Because you get beat up on the internet, that footage is forever. So Anton is like, this could be a fair fight. This could be a disadvantage. I might win. I might take that L. Everybody knows that going to a fight. Who wants to get their ass whooped on the internet? I'm going to take it off the cameras too. All right. So who got Anton? I guess we boiled down to ignorance here. 3,000 people watching the best entertainment here on YouTube. I told you, give it a couple of weeks. I'll have a viral moment to talk about and we'll get our numbers back. Okay. We'll get the numbers back up. That's how social media works right here. Okay. Who is winning the fight? All right. Anton right now. Who is winning the fight here? Anton or Corey? Corey's 60 years old. So, nigga, you got to stretch before you fight. I can't imagine fighting. Okay. At my age, I'm 50 years old. I cannot imagine me getting in a fight that is not planned. All right. Cause I got to stretch. You know what I mean? I got to get my shoulder worked on. I got to get a massage. Right. There's no way that I'm going to be out here ready for fisticuffs at the drop of a hat. That's why I carry the strap. That's why I have a concealed carry. Because the last thing I want to do is a nigga jump in my face and like, let's go now. I'm like, now? Hold up for a second, nigga. Wait, not now. Okay.
Pop, skitty keep pop. And a pop, boom.
You know what I mean? There ain't no way I can have an impromptu fight. I got to have that shit scheduled for a week before I get into a goddamn fight. All right. Anyway. Let's continue, bro. All right. Anyway.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this is my show. This is my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
You're not gonna
come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
Oh my goodness.
We can go all back right now. We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go all back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey,
no, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Dolly, get out the way.
All right. And you see Darlene like a true lean. She shut her damn mouth and backed up out of the way. She used to dealing with niggas backhanding. You know, she was with Ice-T loudmouth ass. All right, so Darlene, soon as she heard that shit, she was like, all right. She was like, listen, gentlemen, can we have this be an honest discussion? All right, Darlene was like, okay, daddy. All right, here we go right here, Darlene.
Okay, daddy.
All right, Mexican right there. Yeah, she's like, okay, yeah. All right, yes, sir.
Get him, daddy.
They saying she Mexican. All right, she must be the indigenous Indian Mexican, like Native American, First Nations Mexican.
Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like
If you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation,
long as you
we can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know,
bro, you not
because that ain't
you not that tough.
Oh no. All right, what is going on here? All right, they didn't have to. We going to a commercial break. All right, anybody know what happened here? Let me go ahead and fast forward. Take me to a commercial.
Everything straight.
Here we go.
For sure. I got a question for bro though.
Let me see.
Everything straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure.
I don't understand why he's so offended by that. But I did have a guy, not a guy. I didn't have a guy. I knew a guy that one time I called him a punk. I think I called him a punk, or I called him I don't know what I did. I think I called him a punk. Now this guy was a street guy, and he got so triggered. He's like, I ain't no punk. My mama said never let a man call you a punk. And I was like, huh? He was like hella triggered. And I was like, I think I was like 15 years old. And the guy was like 26 or 27. I can't remember. He went crazy. Donkey Kong ape shit. Magilla Gorilla about me calling him a punk. And I was like, what? And he was like, my mama said a punk is a burnt piece of stick, or I don't know what he was talking about. He lost it. He blanked out. And I was like, and this is a guy I knew. I knew him. So it was odd that he got triggered over a punk. Like, what? Now, I get it, but that was crazy. I was like, damn, this nigga going Donkey Kong. All I called him was a punk ass. All right, anyway. So he's definitely triggered on this deals Nick sucking thing here.
Sure, for sure. I got a question for bro though.
And I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or historically?
No, sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people.
You can tell they're both short of breath. You know, that adrenaline that's kicked in. You know, definitely he's breathing a little bit through his words. This is not to slight him, but that's definitely the case because they've had the blood pressure is rising. You can tell by his response, the words are being squeezed out through that breath. All right. And that's typically what happens when that adrenaline kicks in and your heart rate races and it's fight or flight syndrome. You know, that esophagus starts squeezing up right here and you start breathing. That's what tells me this fight wouldn't have lasted very long either, because they both aren't in the best shape. All right. They would have probably been holding each other and shit like that. All right, this is incredible here, but
you can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Yeah, fear too. By the way, just because you're scared doesn't mean it's a negative thing, because when you're scared, that just triggers your fight or flight syndrome. That means you're going to get all kind of, hormonal rushes and all kind of this type of thing here, and adrenaline pumping through your bloods. A lot of people who fight are scared. All right. So sometimes these people become the winner. They come out the winner and they were scared going into the fight. So just because you're scared doesn't mean anything. All right. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose the fight either. Right now, it's 59% of people say Anton would have folded up like a love letter from the second grade. Well, maybe not. Pause. Corey Holcomb isn't done with the conversation. This is a little bit over his head. His adrenaline is kicking in, and he's also got the NyQuil just kicking in. Corey Holcomb is going to be asleep for a couple of days now with all of that. He probably hasn't had a fight or flight syndrome for several years, maybe a decade or two.
Absolutely. So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
that's not true, because I know some good Caucasian
the teachings
white men.
of Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Okay, so look, check this out. This is what I listen.
Keep everything respectful.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I apologize. Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically, but I have a switch where
he blacked out. He got triggered
too. When I'm a man, just like
I respect your switch. I respect.
Oh my God, what is going on here, gentlemen? What are we doing? What is this shit? What the hell? Oh my God, no way. I respect your switch.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
What are we watching here? This is incredible, man. I hope this gets millions of views. Not my video. I hope his video gets millions of views. This is why I don't argue with certain people. This is why I don't collab. This is why I don't debate. This is why I don't do it, because it's entertainment for low frequency people. This is entertainment for low frequency people. This is solving nothing. I mean, it's an interesting subject matter to see these two people resort to this particular behavior. This is incredible, bruh. And why all the fruity goddamn language? Why all of this insinuation related to fugazi activity? This has got to be.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
Wow, man. I respect your switch. Okay.
I respect you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad, brother. Good. It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know
we good.
That when we talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up,
oh my God,
that's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying, like, I could get back straight. I could get back straight. When I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews.
Okay. With all due respect, when I hear grown ass black men, I want y'all to listen to me. This is why I don't hang around niggas. Okay. That's why I don't let women bring me around niggas. Because women will bring you around niggas. They be like, there's a house party. Let's go to this club. And now you're around niggas inadvertently. That's why I don't do it. It's because when it comes down to it, no matter how successful you are, no matter how hard you've worked, in order to win credibility, you have to say silly shit like, when I was brought up this way. When I was young, I was in the hood and I was in the streets and I grew up around gangsters and hoodlums. And I grew up around niggas that take niggas' lives for saying shit like this. This has to, men have to grow out of this. I know you guys low frequency niggas like this. You have to grow. I was in the streets. When I was young, I was part of a gang and all my homies was dead or in jail. I don't understand how it's 2026. And we can't leave that behind. Both of y'all beat the odds as black men, being that Anton made it to almost 45 and Corey Holcomb 60. Most black men dead and gone. Before that, then most black men don't even make it to 70. Okay. They don't even make it to fucking 70. There was a guy, an actor that just died, 68. And when I see that as a man that's 50, I'm like, damn, not even 20 fucking years. I couldn't even get 20 years out of this shit. That's somewhat sad that you guys put yourselves in these situations. And the contributing factor to this is bad health, bad diet, not taking care of yourselves, and then clinging on to the plantation, clinging on to this idea that you got to prove who you are, not by your success, your education, not by your wealth, your status, but to prove that you're from the street and you were coming up a certain way. And I was brought up a certain way to see. I don't understand why it always has to boil down to that. Right? I don't understand. And even to these two, which both of them have money, both of them have a successful platform, it now still has to boil down to nigga shit. I don't understand it. That's why I stay away from it. Nigga shit. I'm a suburban guy. I went to white schools when I was young, but there was a point in time where I was in the neighborhoods, okay, where I was not in the streets, but I was in and around poor, low economic neighborhoods. My father lived in those neighborhoods. When I would live with him, I was in that neighborhood. Before I moved to the suburbs, my mom moved to the suburbs. We were in Hawthorne, Inglewood area. Okay. Which means in effect, I spent 5 years in Hawthorne. Anybody that knows where Hawthorne is, this is not particularly a safe neighborhood, especially today. It was a neighborhood in transition, being that white people started moving out to the valley and the suburbs and Orange County and shit like that. But it was a white neighborhood at one point in the 50s and 60s. By the 80s, like Compton, it had become more Mexican, black. It had become more multicultural. Okay. Now, because I lived in that area, I started off high school at Hawthorne High School. My 9th grade year is Hawthorne High. But I graduated out in Thousand Oaks area. That was my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I don't talk about my Hawthorne years. But I was around the gangs, the Crips, the Bloods, and all of that shit. Inglewood was the next city over. It was considered Los Angeles. I don't come up in here bragging about all the gang members I knew and how I was in the streets and I was down. Because it's not important, because every nigga does it. And to me, it proves nothing. It proves that no matter how successful you are, to grab niggas' attention, you got to talk about how you from the streets instead of talking about your successes, because niggas don't want to hear that. So I don't understand how even these two people boiled it down to, well, I'm from Detroit. I'm from LA. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I don't understand how that always gets to boil down the conversation, where that is how you prove your manhood. Well, at the end of the day, when both of y'all niggas went to college, both of y'all niggas studied, both of y'all niggas got businesses, both of y'all niggas, come on, man. Can we be real? Both of y'all can brag about some shit. Both of y'all got money. Both of y'all got 6 figures in a bank account somewhere. And both of y'all niggas are alive, which tells me y'all wasn't in the streets. Because if you was in the streets, most of y'all be dead as a goddamn doorknob or in prison. Both of you guys are free and alive, which tells me y'all wasn't in the streets like y'all say y'all was in the streets. Most of y'all niggas was out here doing ballet and tap dancing classes while niggas was in the streets. Most of y'all niggas was out there hiding in the inside of the house playing Nintendo NES while niggas was in the streets. Okay. Okay. Most of y'all niggas was over there in the library while niggas was in the streets. The niggas that was in the streets is dead, gone. They ain't got no teeth, crackhead, and all of that shit. Niggas was on the porch, and they wasn't jumping off the porch. Y'all wasn't jumping off the porch. Y'all was on the porch. Y'all was behind the screen goddamn door. And it's okay to be behind the screen door. Okay? He said, watch your Dragon Ball Z. It's okay, nigga, to be on the porch. I was on the porch. Now, there were some times where I was outside on the streets, but, you know, I don't got to share those goddamn stories. Those stories mean nothing to me. I don't got to brag. I don't, and that doesn't make me. I know niggas in Roller 60 and Nutty Block Crip and Hawthorne Pyru and Trag New. Who gives a? I know people like that. I went to school, middle school and high school in this area. It doesn't make me who I am. It actually It actually made me who I am because I stayed away from that shit. It made me who I was because my mother moved me away from that shit. That's why I'm CGA. Because my mother said we moving the fuck away from that shit. That's why I tell you niggas, the recipe for you as a black man to survive is to move away from that shit. Not to keep coming back to it to prove a point. It proves no point. So anyway, enough about this shit. Let me get to these super chats and here wrap this shit up. We're going to do another segment here at the end. All right. But yo, it's crazy, man. It's okay, niggas. Y'all was inside. Y'all was on the porch. You was behind the screen door, nigga. You had a curfew. When the street lights came on, nigga, you was supposed to be in the house. It's okay. Because we know people like that. All right, shout out to our brother here. We got, it says Anton would have won the fight 59%. We're going to call it 60-40 in favor of Anton. So the smart thing niggas from the streets would do is they would make this a main event pay-per-view fight. That's what a businessman would do. Oh, nigga, that's what I would have said. Let's do a pay-per-view. Let's warm up, nigga. Let's put the gloves up. Let's knuckle up. All right. And let's make some money. Let's make a bag off of this. That's what I would have done. Oh, we want to fight? Okay, you want to fight? We ain't going to do that shit, bro. We ain't going to do it for free. All right. We going to do it for a fee. That's what a smart black man would have done. But of course, you know, y'all missed the boat. We would have seen both of y'all old ass niggas up there trying to squabble up, and it would have been a goddamn shame. But Jake Paul, Adin Ross, them Jews, them white boys that y'all got so much in y'all mind, Jake Paul found a way to make some money. Adin Ross found a way to get niggas in the ring. He got Charleston White in the ring. Okay, Andrew Tate, half black ass, which most people didn't know Andrew Tate was black until it was way too late. Because had Andrew Tate been black, he wouldn't have never became that famous as he is, but that's neither here nor there. But Andrew Tate motherfucking ass realized I need to get in the ring. But guess what? Niggas gonna fight for free on the internet. Just like niggas. This is what y'all do, but y'all got white people on the brain. Jake Paul done made $158 million and figured out how to get in the goddamn ring and go, okay, you hate me? Well, go ahead and pay me to see me fight and lose. But y'all didn't do it. Adin Ross hires niggas to go fight. And Adin Ross got that one dude about to go to jail for attempted murder at a boxing match. What's the dude name, though? He played for the Raiders and the Steelers, the wide receiver nigga. Okay. And somebody said colonialism helped the world. Exactly, bro. I mean, the whole thing about the colonialism that the white man destroyed, please, you know what y'all niggas would be doing if the white man didn't do what the fuck they did? Yeah, it was fucked up what they did, but you know what y'all niggas would be doing? Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown got into that little gunfight at the Adin Ross fight. That's another example of y'all niggas taking an L where the Jew and the white man takes a dub. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable how you guys got white people on the brain, but white people got y'all beat because they thinking about the bag and y'all thinking about proving that you from the streets. Oh, man. But yeah, Antonio Brown. Absolute lie. What would y'all niggas be doing? All right. What y'all niggas be doing? All right. Because y'all would be where? Nigeria, Ghana right now. With some fat booty black women. All right, some fat booty. Shout out to No Government Name says, the follow-up coach, my father was a correctional officer for the first half of my life. Very tough, buff dude. Shaking my head, I wished he liked skeezers. Shout out to you, man. I'm going to tell you, man, that's the guy that said his father is a Duke shooter. He found out, but he was buff. Some women, and women know, women have been accusing men of being fugazi. And a lot of dudes be like, that can't be true. But the reason why women know that men can be fugazi, even tough, muscular guys, is because, number one, they be fugazi with their hairdressers. So the hairdressers be telling them. Some of y'all Atlanta niggas be out here thinking y'all on the down low, but some of y'all be fucking these hairdressers, you know, these black women's hairdressers, and the hairdressers tell. All right. Anyway. And yeah, anyway, Jay Terrible says, let me see here. Did she say she didn't know how she met a billionaire? Lies. She knows exactly what and where she met that billionaire. Women are good at downplaying the 1% man. Yeah, I don't know where I met him. She met him on Seeking Arrangements. And one more thing. Okay. One more thing is that women have met more millionaires and celebrities than men will ever meet in their entire lifetime. They've all met them by 25 and 30. Now, here's the critical thing thinking about that. What have they done with it? The fact that they've met so many powerful men through their transaction of sex, right? Dating, sex, marriage, whatever it is, they almost inevitably come up with nothing from it. Bags, unless they sue the nigga or they get pregnant. But a guy, man, as a man, we never meet celebrities. Even if we meet a celebrity, like that whole story about Billionaire and Michael Jordan, right? Right? We meet a male celebrity and we gas the nigga up. We only gonna get so far with him. These bitches get in the hotel room, bucket ass naked with him, dick in the mouth, all of that. Dick in the thumb up the booty hole. They get the whole all access to this nigga, spending the night, waking up, ordering room service with the nigga, and come out with nothing at the end of the day, with dick on their breath. Like, you got to think, these are major fumbles that these women are doing. This shows that you're not business-minded at all, that you a small-level thinker, that you might have at least got a $1,500 tops out of the shit in a couple dinner dates. And you done met with a millionaire nigga, CEOs and shit, sheiks, celebrity niggas, and you came out with $1,500 and some potatoes and some goddamn filet mignon and dick on your breath. That's as far as you got. I would have got way farther with the amount of celebrities and millionaires, nigga. I wouldn't have ended up in the hotel room, all right? But I would have got way more of a bag out of it than that shit. All right. That's crazy, bro. That is unbelievable. Yeah, you came back with a handbag and shit and some stories about you riding a helicopter. Like, this is incredible that they fumbled the bag so bad. Like, it's incredible how horrible-minded they are. So that my mama is listening. Shout out to your mom. Sorry, this is a family show, by the way. And I didn't mention all of that stuff there. That wasn't me. They came back with pictures that they gonna put on the dating app to get the next nigga. That's what you came back with. Pictures of food, pictures of you in a helicopter, pictures of you on a beach, pictures of you on a boat. That's all you came back with was pictures. So you can put that shit on your dating app. So you can say what the next nigga gonna do. All right. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, they fumble so many bags. Ladies, by 25, if you've met every guy that could do the best for you by 25. After that, it's a shit show. Pictures of you in hotel rooms and shit with unmade beds. Look at me in this hotel room, bed all disheveled behind you, pussy juice all over the goddamn sheets. All right, this is what you're showing me. What are we doing here, man? This show is off the rails. Ryu from Street Fighter says, I was in court for a work thing. I witnessed a baddie getting sued by the credit card company for some racks. He says right here, worst part is even if she paid the minimum, they'll leave her ass alone. Okay. You couldn't even pay the minimum. All right. Indeed. So I know a bunch of baddies. I did some private investigation on them and found out they was getting sued for racks. All right. Loans and shit like that. My man said a pile of towels, disheveled bed, pillows all over the place, snail trail, period blood. All right. That's all I see in them pictures. Music guy. You did a CGA mentorship years ago. I remember you. He says, I went on a date last night. I know exactly who you are. And the girl within 5 minutes asked where the bathroom was. She never came back. Found out it was my ex who I broke up with, who is her coworker, and it was a prank. She ordered expensive drinks and food before leaving. Would you reach out to the ex? Low class behavior. No, I wouldn't. Those things put people behind you. They're in your past for a reason. And apparently your ex has not moved on and is resorting to this low-class behavior. You have to be above that. You have to show that when they do these things to you, it means nothing to you. As a matter of fact, it means nothing to me. All right, so you don't never get revenge. The best revenge you can never take on an ex is success. All right, but again, just like the Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb prove, when you have two people who are fools and they start acting like a fool, no one could tell the difference. Nobody could tell who's the fool. So never resort to that low-class behavior, sandbox behavior, and just say, hey, I had a wonderful night if she ever brings it back up. I had a great night. I had Cristal. I had a little bit of bottle of Moet. I had all of that shit. I had some motherfucking rosé. Shit, I was good. Same as when if a woman foodie call dates you. I was just happy to go out for a nice steak dinner. It was fine. Bitch hustle you for $50. She needed it more than me. Right? A lot of these things you got to just, she needed it's sad that she needed that $50 more than I did. It's all right. I don't let that shit faze me at all. I mean, I let some shit faze me. All right. But it's mostly big shit. All right. I get faded out. I get phased out here. Now, I'm not saying I don't get phased. There's some things that definitely faze me, but that type of shit like there, where it's like little shit like that, it's all right. Bitch I hope she enjoyed her Happy Meal. And guess what? She got to do the same thing every day to another guy. Imagine being in that situation. Like, imagine being that you got to finesse niggas out of $50. Right? Like, you're not the only one. She can't retire. She can't just make it through the week. She can't just be like, I did it. I got that nigga for 50 and I'm good for the rest of the month. No, bro. She got to do that tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Imagine that life. Like, God damn. Like, that's a miserable life, bro. Shout out to our brother here. Bill Free Media says AD and Corey is nothing more than CGA and Andrew Wilson. One person is accurate, brief, concise, informative, and talking through reality. And the other motherfucker is just screaming and loud ecclesiastically. Yeah, I think that Anton definitely looks the better of the whole situation. Corey Holcomb looks terrible in this situation. Even his points that he kept wanting to bring up and reiterate was terrible. Shout out to DGC Moore. He says, Coach, these niggas can stay in the street. He says, I'm going to stay in that punani. Corey and Anton engaging in clown behavior on Pyru. They should have went head up and ran that fade. He says, I hate when ninjas loud talk and don't throw hands. I agree. Okay, if y'all going to do all that talking, go ahead and finish it up. But I would have went for the blue bag. And Anton is definitely on the black fatigue griff. Believe me, CGA, he is not like you. Everyone don't get that smoke. Shout out to you. They don't get that smoke. He's on the black fatigue grift. Well, that's his lane. That's his niche. And, everybody has a lane or a niche on social media. People have to remember that we're real people, but we're personas, we're characters, we're in a niche, and we're in a game of survival. Okay, we're trying to survive the day on the internet. It's tough being a content creator. You can't rest on your laurels. You can't rest on the last video you made. Right? You can't say, I went platinum on the last video. I won an Academy Award on the last video. You got to make a new video, nigga. You got to go viral again tomorrow. You went viral yesterday. This is the money mindset thing. Just because you went viral yesterday means nothing today, nigga. That video is dead and in the goddamn water in 2 days. You got to make another viral moment, which is a game of survival, which means you have to go and grift and stay in your niche and create more content to stay relevant. And when you don't produce content, well, then your other rivals, other characters and personas created content. So whatever you might say Anton's on, that's what he's supposed to do. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do as a content creator. Okay. I know this. I try to even show my old videos. That shit is all dead and gone. I mean, you can repurpose it, but people are going to look at it and say, that was from 2022. Show me a video of you today. Like, so you got to make another video, nigga. You got to be out here. We got our brother Big Boss Man says, aren't these guys married and have masculine frame? He says these are the type of guys that say, not my relationship or marriage. I get it for free, but those guys crash out. I know Anton's married. Is Corey Holcomb married? If those are two married guys doing this, well, that tells me they're deficient in pussy. Just like married guys. Married guys are always mad. Remember I showed you that video of two dudes in traffic getting road rage? And then one guy smartly says, hey, man, I didn't get laid yesterday either. Okay. And then they was like, okay, we're in the same boat. We got the same problems. A lot of men's problems is lack of pussy. I'm sorry to say this. This doesn't go well for the moral crusaders. A lot of your problems is lack of vagina. Because when you getting laid, you are very calm about life. Life is very calm. You're like, what am I arguing about, nigga? I'm getting pussy. I'm knee deep. I got pussy lined up. Nothing can get me mad. Right? Nothing can get me mad. I'm good. I got pussy waiting on me at the crib. All right. Last thing I need to do is go have what do they say? Run that fade. I don't need to run no fade. There's a girl waiting for me in my bed. I'm getting back to the crib. All right, what? Why I need to stop and fight you, nigga? There's a naked 22-year-old in my bed waiting for me to get done with my live stream. Why I need to stop and fight and argue with you niggas? All right, what? Who disagrees with me? So men that don't get laid, men that don't get sex and validation from their wives tend to be very angry men. And as a result, they want to prove it out in the streets instead of going and fucking their wife. I know this is a sad testament, but it is true. And a lot of the things that men who don't get laid argue about actually works in your favor. It actually works in your favor, but you don't see it. Like y'all talk about hypergamy. Hypergamy works in your favor. It has worked in your favor your entire life in the United States. Hypergamy has been great for you. And the reason why is because societies that are highly hypergamous has the best wealth, has the highest taxpayers, has built the best schools. Niggas have built buildings and monuments because of hypergamy. The society where women make it difficult for men to get laid, they have the best infrastructure, the most safety, the best schools, the best fire departments across the goddamn board. Now look at a society where it's easy to get laid. Let's start with the black community, where niggas think getting pussy for free is an accomplishment. Well, look at where they live. Look at how they live. These niggas aren't successful niggas. These niggas are low at the bottom of the totem pole. Their areas where they live, danger zones. The bitches that they fuck, highest abortion rates. Okay? Strags, low quality. It's horrible. So when women don't exercise hypergamy, when they don't choose the best of the best to mate, the horror they live, it's a danger zone. Dominican Republic, you don't want to live there. The Philippines, terrible. Nigga, they get pussy from these girls from 12, 13, and 14 all the way on. They're not motivated to get no pussy. Terrible place to live. Okay? Now go to a place, United States, the white suburbs. Them niggas got to scramble and scrape to get some pussy. They got to do this and show that and have this and have that. What do you build? Safe communities. Men do everything above and beyond to build communities and infrastructures and schools and parks. They lay out parks and they build tall buildings and shit and nice homes and gated communities because they need to have this to get that. Soon as you make it easy, guess what? Men just sit on their motherfucking hands and don't do nothing. This is why black women are frustrated with black men, because black women were easy on the other side of motherfucking Atlanta. And now the men are satisfied sexually, so they don't have to do shit. The bar is in hell in black dating and relationships. So that's why hypergamy has worked in your favor. If you are still alive and you ain't been bombed over Baghdad, nobody's invaded your motherfucking country, nobody's came in and you went to a good school, you had food, you were securing your food, you have food in your motherfucker. Why do you think your father went to work? So he could fuck his wife. So what did he do? He worked his ass off so he could put food in the goddamn cupboard so his wife was happy so he could get some pussy. This is basic evolution across the board. So hypergamy works in your favor. It is the reason why you're here. Now, just because you a goofy nigga and you think women should just go ahead and hand it over easily, well then, step your game up. Boss up. Boss the fuck up. Period. Hypergamy has worked for you every goddamn day of your life, but you guys think it has worked against you. Well, that's because you got bad genetics, and you got a recessed chin, and you fat, and you broke, and you lazy, and you smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. That's your goddamn problem. You can fix that shit. You can unrecess your chin. You can unbig your back, nigga. You can put some motherfucking muscles on your chest. You can get your bag up and improve your situation and let hypergamy work in your favor. Period, point blank. But the women ain't just gonna have you hand over some pussy here in the United States. Yeah, they don't want to hear me. That's when men think I'm speaking down to them. Well, you can say that easily now. You got a Porsche. Nigga, I didn't have a Porsche in 2019, 2018. I just had a BMW. So anyway, shout out to Ken Rose says, whoever wins a fight is irrelevant. It's supposed to be a debate. He says, I would have had security throw that ninja out. Just saying. Well, it was Corey Holcomb's show, so he can't throw himself out. It was his show. Shout out to our brother Oro Burrows says, greetings, coach. Play the Instagram post from A Man Supporting Men with Anton interviewing the old baddie man from prison. He's holding his cheeks, blushing like a bee. Oh my goodness. All right. So are you saying that Anton is undercover too? Why is it that a thing? People always trying to insinuate that somebody a Duke shooter. All right, but I'll look it up. CK says, learning to read the room is important, especially if you're risking a physical confrontation and not prepared or surprised by the response or outcome. Everyone knows the suck comment is not advisable in these streets, but they're not in the streets, guys. I mean, the streets need to die. I've been telling you that. This is not the streets. Although Corey Holcomb insinuated that he was kissing a white man's ass first. I mean, that's not a good comment. I wouldn't want to be told that I was kissing white dude's ass. So both of them crossed the line. Corey Holcomb started it. Anton Daniels came back, fired back. And that was because he kept falling for the rope-a-dope that Corey Holcomb was hitting him with. And he finally pressed the right button. Corey Holcomb was looking for a confrontation, obviously. You know, he might have been feeling like he was losing the conversation in the debate by appearing ignorant. So now rope-a-dope. Okay, that's all. Yeah, it's about reading the room. And of course, it's easy to say after the fact. We're doing this after the fact, but it's harder to do in real time. Big Boss Man says, talking about unconditional, untransactional love and marriage doesn't mix well like oil and water. I saw a comment about offering McDonald's cheeseburgers at a wedding. He says, why should we should just let these idiots fuck around and find out? Yeah, dudes will do that. They'll say that. Just, you know, I mean, if you guys, and I'm going to tell you, if you guys want to go to a place where money doesn't matter and these type of things, I would suggest you move there. And I'm always saying this, you have solutions that you can do to better the situation other than complain. You can unbig your back. You can put some muscle on your chest or your shoulders. You can, like, if you're a short guy, move to Peru, move to Thailand, move to the Philippines. Like, you can control that. And I've been saying that since 2020 because I put a course out saying that whatever your deficiency is, you can change that. What I find, and what I find that I don't like about men today is that you don't want to make a move. You don't want to improve nothing. You just want to stay in Detroit. You just want to stay in Gary, Indiana. You just want to stay here and complain. You also don't want to explore interracial dating. You'll just complain about black women, then criticize a black man for dating interracially and improving his situation. At least he made a move. At least he said, okay, I'm done with black women. I'll just date white women. And he made the move. He going to find out that it ain't no better over there. However, that's its own set of problems. He's just going to inherit a different set of problems. But what people won't do is make a move. They won't improve their situation. Just complain about the situation. Or you'll hit them with the Bible. Well, these women need to submit and they need to do these things that are completely out of your control. You can't do that. Can't do that. I'm not going to advise that. This man's space has survived off of that bullshit, and it's bullshit. Niggas ain't did no push-ups in 5 years and then recorded 11 videos about how these women supposed to hypergamy's working against them. Like, no, bruh. Nigga, get your push-ups on. Do some push-ups. Hit the squat motherfucking rack. Come on, man. I'm not going to co-sign that shit, and I never have. Free Agent Lifestyle has never co-signed that bullshit. All right. Or you'll do the history lesson. Well, historically, or you'll try to strip women's rights away. Let's take their vote away. Like, come on. Shit, that's never going to work. You're never going to repeal the 19th Amendment because you have to have women voted out. So it's too late. They'll take that shit way back. Sharia law. All right, we need to bring back Sharia law. Shit, that's not going to work. This is bullshit. This is why men are losing the battle. Because y'all sit around on the internet hoping that one of these Save Your Podcast niggas save your situation and put some pussy juice on your dick. It ain't going to happen. Okay. And then you see that nigga boss up, the same content creator, buy a farm and move to off the goddamn fat of the land. They start buying Lamborghinis and Porsches. These niggas start buying real estate all over the goddamn area that they buy. And then they get their bag up telling you niggas to stay the same. Meanwhile, they running the bag on y'all motherfucking ass behind the scenes. Huh? Now, what I tell you is, let's all run that bag up. AKA boss up. Let's boss up. Let's get the bag up.
Boss up, nigga.
Ooh-wee. Telling y'all to date this and do this and spin this plate. Lying to y'all motherfucking asses when look at you in the mirror. And yeah, they tell you not to trick, and they tricking behind the scene. They get caught tricking more than CD. How many times have I been caught tricking? This is the funny thing about it. How many times have I been caught tricking? And I've been on the internet for a good 4 years, talking about I'm at the JUCO. Nigga, literally admitting it. Not one woman. There's women that are my JUCOs that watch my streams. They in the motherfucking comment section. They donate to the chat. And I don't even say nothing. I just see their name and I try to just disguise the name. Some of them text me while I'm on the show. Not one woman has come out and said, hey, CG out here did this. He paid me that. He did this. He did that. But guess what? The niggas telling you not to do it, not to leave with your wallet, not to do this, being got caught 11 times tricking. Go figure. Some of these niggas that say they got they pimp hand strong, bitches running amok on the internet. Isn't this crazy? Like, it's crazy. But this is why I always say I'm the king of kings. Andrew Tate, blah, blah, blah. Look at what all the shit he didn't got into. But these hoes are lying. I'm telling you, y'all keep moving funny with these people out here following these motherfuckers. All right. It's so crazy. All right. Anyway, let it be all right here. Shout out to Johnny Vegas says, boy, was that Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb debate something. Anton's posture was he don't have to fuck with someone just because they're black. Corey's stance was I'll whoop your ass and I don't duck sick. Yes. Boiling it down to some sort of words there. I guess that would be the final conclusion of what happened there. Gaudio, short form content works for most people because it skips nuance and delivers quick takeaways. Long form content is for thinkers who want context, trade-offs, and depth. He says one feeds attention spans, the other feeds understanding, different brains, different bandwidth. And this is why content creators and people who consume content that is short form, although I provide content for this, I'm of the opinion that it's the lower thinking people that consume that type of content. This is just an opinion, right? You're on Twitter or X or Threads. I can only say so much in 140 characters. I can only say much in 30 to 60 seconds. However, those contents are easy to produce and easy to consume. It's easy because I don't have to invest. I could just go here, and then state my opinion or rebuttal back in less than 140 characters. It's big pressure to do so. I can only say so much. So that's why I don't even focus on it. I just put my thoughts out there. I'll schedule the post and walk away because I can only say so much. And I can only prove a point, even in a comment rebuttal. And I can only take a comment serious that is under 140 characters. Like, nigga, you're going to need to have the rebuttal. I spoke for 5 hours. Your comment of a paragraph or two is meaningless to me. Because what you probably did is take something out of context to respond, or you came with some hate. You know, there's only so much you can say. But that I do provide that type of content, but I often find that even doing it, I can't even get the complete point across. Okay. Somebody's always going to say what you left out. Well, you left this part out. It was a 30-second video. How the fuck can I put everything into the thought? I know I can't, but there's 2.2K views. I'm good. I got what I wanted out of it. All right. But again, I think that goes to even content creators will want to become popular in those venues. They want to become TikTokers and YouTube short, and they want to do that. And what'll happen is they'll become popular, but the bag ain't the same. Right. They'll say, I get more views on my short form content. Well, that's great. How many people you got in your live stream? How many people watching your long form content? Because that's where the bag is made. The bag is made on long form content, live streams, 24-hour live streams, motherfucking donate. That's where the bag is, not on TikTok. TikTokers are already complaining that they pulling the bag back on them since it went from ByteDance over to Oracle. They ain't getting that bag no more. But you getting the views. There's people that got 15 million followers on TikTok. They ain't making one red goddamn cents on a video that made 1 million views on TikTok. Long form content is where it's at. If you want to make money, it's easy to put a phone up right here and get 50,000 motherfucking likes. It ain't easy, but it's the easiest thing. It's the next to easiest thing, especially if you're a woman. All I got to do is do this, snap some pictures, post that shit, get 50,000 motherfucking likes and views, and guess what? Still broke. So you still ain't got no money from the platform, and the platforms know that. There's people on Instagram that's Instagram famous. Every time they drop a video, 50,000 likes. Their financial situation has not improved at all because it don't pay. It don't pay like it needs to pay. Shout out to Jay Harris, says this show is off the rails, Coach Gang. Daniel says a white man was in Anton's face and he did nada years ago. I know exactly what video you're talking about. A white man, it appeared to be a crazy white man, confronted him in a donut store or something like that. So I do remember that video, and he did not have that smoke, which I always say black people are pretty reckless with other black people. All right. I showed you that a couple of black women in the previous show last night. They had 2 white men treating them like dog shit, and they didn't say nothing. Like, them women was quiet. That white Chad was telling her, bitch, shut up. And she didn't say a word. All she had was tears dripping from her face. Now, all of us black men know that if we told a black woman, bitch, shut up, she turned into Donkey Kong. Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Mario with the hammer, all of that shit. And black men will shoot a black man cold dead in cold blood in broad daylight and not think anything of it. Fuck that nigga. All right. Do that to a white man. Won't do it. Black men tend to not do this to white men. And the crime rates prove this. You don't snuff white people out like this. Niggas, y'all go up in there and rob the white man, tie the bitch up, put duct tape on her. All right. Try to fuck the wife and all of that shit. And they both alive to tell the story and put the description on your motherfucking ass. And you in jail. Don't snuff them out. This is typical. That's why I don't be around niggas. All right, that's why I don't be around them. I know this. I know they're never going to change this. We've been conditioned to do this. We've been conditioned to look at ourselves as less than. Even in the black community itself, we tend to look at us as the same. We're all the same. So if a black guy says I'm better than that black guy, everybody takes exception. No, you ain't. We all the same. No, we ain't, nigga. All right, we're not all the same. We're not built the same. We're not educated the same. We're not the same. There's a hierarchy. Black people don't deal with hierarchy. In fact, if there is a hierarchy, they're going to snuff the nigga at the top, smooth the fuck out. That's the first thing they're going to do. Not the white man at the top. They're going to snuff the nigga at the top out. Right? And when you know this, I got 50 years of breathing on this earth and experience to know this, I move accordingly. I move accordingly. I know how niggas gonna act. Right? There's no surprise. Y'all niggas act like it ain't gonna happen because y'all go someplace and it don't happen. And then it happens and I say, well, there you go. All right. Keep motherfucking playing. You're gonna win at some particular point. He says, you hurt who you around. Niggas. Bro, don't play that bullshit with me. What type of niggas are you around? The nigga areas. Stop the bullshit, bro. Stop the bullshit. Niggas like, what type of niggas you be around? Niggas. No, it's not that hard. Like, where do I go? Denver niggas, Atlanta niggas, Indianapolis niggas, Milwaukee niggas. Like, what are you talking about? What type of niggas? Hartford, Connecticut niggas. All right, Rochester, New York niggas. All right, New York City niggas. Like, where? What are you talking about? All right, take your pick. Seattle niggas. Niggas in Portland. Niggas in San Francisco, East San Francisco niggas. Like, come on. Not that hard to figure out. Niggas in Oakland. Niggas in Fresno. I mean, like, what are you talking about? Like, where? Let me take your pick. Yep, I was with niggas in Thailand. Same shit. Not that hard to figure out, bro. Not that hard to figure out, bro. Don't come out here with the exception to the rule argument shit. I be around niggas and nothing goes wrong. Where you at? Tell us where. And we'll all move to that motherfucker tomorrow. Yeah. Joshua Moose says, spend your money on yourself, not ungrateful 304s. Spend your money on yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. Only give them bird seed. Only bird seed. And here's the funny thing about it. Niggas will say that, and then every rap song that I hear will claim that city does nigga shit in that city. It's crazy, bro. Like, come on. I could put on Wale, and he could tell me everything about what niggas do in Washington, D.C., but you act like I'm the one making it up. Right? Like, I'm the one just out of that. I can listen to Royce the 5'9", and I can know what niggas do in Detroit. I can go down to Miami and listen to what all them niggas saying happening in Miami, right? In Miami Gardens. I can go to New York, listen to some New York niggas. I can put on Black Moon and Buckshot Shorty, and I can know what's happening down in Brooklyn. All right. Like, come on, bro. I mean, it ain't like I made it up. Y'all niggas listen to this shit for the last 35 years and 40 years. Broken glass everywhere. Nigga, like I made it up. All right, y'all the one promoting that crazy shit. All right, stop the bullshit. Shout out to our brother Jason Ghost J. He says, salute, coach. Anton is a bird. Free agent lifestyle for life. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Come on. That's what I don't get, bro. You act like, look, it's kind of like this. Y'all will come to my show, hear me talk, and complain about the language on my show. This is how I know people are dumb as a motherfucker. Because I curse only because I'm demonetized. Like, most people, content creators, don't curse because they're on the partner program, but I'm demonetized. I didn't used to curse, and YouTube still fucked around on me, so I said, fuck it. But y'all will come to my show and talk about the language. Soon as the motherfucking show goes off, y'all listening to the raunchiest, nastiest shit. Music, porn, across the board. Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle. Y'all listen to them niggas curse all the time. The music you listen to. Nigga this, nigga that, curse this, bitch that, hoe that, 304 that, too short. But for some reason, I'm supposed to be above board over here. Right? For some reason, I'm supposed to have a clean show. You go on YouTube Music. Nigga this, nigga that. But you come over to my show, I can't say it. I'm supposed to have the conversation without throwing a couple of motherfuckers in there. Like, this is what y'all do to people and play these goofy ass games. You ain't gonna play it on me. Kiss my whole black ass. Kiss my ass. All right, shout out to our brother here. Sean John is in the building. I was concerned about where we would have been until you said big booty black women. He says, now it doesn't sound so bad. Coach Gang, shout out to you.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
I saw a video of some black African woman. Golly. I was like, man, Lord have mercy. I couldn't even do nothing to that. I wouldn't be able to reach shit. This is why I can't be with big booty hoes. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing with them black African women. All right, what am I supposed to do with that? What I'm supposed to reach? I gotta be with flatbacks and shit. I gotta be with linglings and shit, little hip women. All right, I'm supposed, you know what I mean, to get the insides and get the motherfucking esophagus in there. I see them big booty black women. What am I supposed to do? I ain't about to reach an inside of nowhere up in there. I ain't about to hit no bottom. I'm gonna have to fold her ass up in half to hit the bottom. All right. Missionary. That's the only way I'm gonna hit the bottom is missionary. There ain't no way I'm gonna give her back shots and she gonna feel any damn thing. I wish I would pull the video up of that black woman. Let me see what I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. All right, hold on for a second. Now I might get her pregnant. I'm gonna still get her pregnant. I want to get them African women pregnant over there. All right, hold on for a second. Let me see if I can pull it. This show is already off the rails. So anyway, to whom it may concern, let me see if I can find that black African woman. All right. Y'all going to see her. When I show you, y'all going to know what I'm talking about. I need a couple of them to practice on. Please tell me I got this video saved in my Spank Bank material on Instagram. Oh, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. Please tell me I saved that video. I didn't like it. I saved it, though. All right. Oh, of course, I don't see it. Okay. Dang. Because I remember going through it, and I think I deleted the shit off my damn Spank. I mean, my saved pictures. My saved pictures. Anyway. I don't see the video. Goodness gracious, man. I mean, I wish I would have saved that video. I knew I shouldn't have damn deleted it. I knew I shouldn't have unchecked the box because that woman was golly. And I say, I got nothing for that woman. Let me see if I can go back up. Nah, this is just a bunch of linglings here. Some women I can hit that bottom on. Damn, I deleted it. All right, because I knew I didn't have a chance. Caitlin says Adam 22 and Jason Love are going to box each other, and Adin Ross orchestrated this event. Of course, Jason banged Adam's wife twice. Do you think he takes another L? I mean, Jason Love, I don't think Adam 22 going to beat Jason Love at all. All right, so I think that's an L on his part. But did you guys know Adin Ross is a fight promoter?
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
Okay. You know, one thing I'm going to tell y'all about it is this is what people don't get. And I knew this because I went to high school with a lot of Jews. Right. Shout out to the Jews. You know, listen.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
I went to high school with a lot of Jews. You guys know Agora Hills is a lot of Jews there. All right. I had a lot of Bergs and Epsteins, and I had girls I didn't even know was Jewish. Everybody was Jewish in this area. With that being said, I went to a lot of bar mitzvah and bat mitzvahs and this shit like this. And I went to this bar mitzvah one time, and that was an adult. I took my son to this bar mitzvah. I'm going to tell you this joke again. And one thing that people don't know is that the business mind, the mind of the you know who-ish, and the mind of the nigga is so far apart. It's insane how people think through life. Even to the point where if it's a black guy that tries to do business and promotion, he's going to be shouted down. He should do it for free. He should do it to the community and shit like this. So this bar mitzvah I'm at, it was a young, you will know who-ish boy. He was a decent athlete, but he was built like Barney Rubble. I'm not trying to talk shit about him. He's a college student now. he was my flag football. I coached my son's flag football. He was our quarterback for the flag football team, which tells you, I mean, he had to be somewhat athletic, or he was our quarterback. And so they invited me and my son to the bar mitzvah. So they're doing the whole thing and the whole bar mitzvah shit. I'm watching it and they're doing the whole thing and they're trying to, they teach them to make sure they know their native tongue, which is they do the whole thing about knowing the to speak Yiddish, if you will, and they got to learn this and go through lessons, and they got to go through a whole cultural ceremony to pass on their tradition, which niggas don't have, but that's neither here nor there. I wish that they did, but they don't, which tells you the difference. Well, the what's the dude's called? Sorry, it slips my mind. The guy up front, the guy that's talking Hebrew, the guy that's talking. Why is this slipping my mind? And I got a picture. So the rabbi, why is it slipping my mind? So the rabbi is talking up front and he makes a joke. And the rabbi says, by the time a young Yiddish boy meets his bar mitzvah, by the time he gets into his bar mitzvah, this is when he understands that his athletic career is over, that he's more likely to own a team than play on the team. And everybody laughed. Now, I'm one of two niggas in there, okay, with my yarmulke on. Everybody laughs and ha-ha and kiki, but truth. There's a 25-year-old black man right now that ain't played junior college basketball that thinks he's going to still make it in the NBA. There's niggas outside playing tackle football right now at the park thinking that they're going to make it to the NFL. But what he was saying is there's a 13-year-old Hebrew boy that knows that that is over, and they're prepared to own the team, not be on the team. There's more money in ownership than being a player. More players go bankrupt than the owners. The owners seem to never go bankrupt. They seem to never lose the bag. If they do, it's a rare exception. The players, on the other hand, now you think the players are rich, but the owners are filthy rotten rich. If the owners can afford to pay you $45 million a year, what do the owners get? See, this is the difference. And this type of mindset, of course, people are going to play the victim of why this mindset exists. But this is what I grow up with. This is the lessons that I get in life. So when I hear nigga shit, I'll be like, bro, that is not for me. And you're watching Adin Ross silently become that. Okay? You're watching Adin Ross. People think Adin Ross is just a streamer. But what he has brewing behind the scenes is he is a brand risk promotions. He's a promoter. He's not just a streamer. Kai Cenat may be just a streamer. Adin Ross is positioning himself to not be a streamer anymore. I don't have to make any more videos because I'm going to make money with niggas fighting in the ring, so forth and so on. You see, this is the mind, the difference between the community mind and the you-know-who-ish mind. That's the difference. Okay, that it's a big difference. Now, any guy that is a black guy that attempts to do that, he got to jump through a lot of hoops and hurdles to be able to do it. Even his own community won't support him until it's too late. So that is the difference. When you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's how, and Adin Ross has got to be under 30 years old. But he's figured out that streaming shit gonna get played out. So I better make sure I'm insulated against that. Okay. It says he's bringing in figures like UFC's CEO, Dana White. Oh, there's also a video. There's also a video of Adin Ross getting introduced to the New England Patriots owner. There's a funny video. What's the dude's name? Michael Rubin. You know who-ish. Introducing Adin Ross, you know who-ish, to the owner of the New England Patriots, you know who-ish. And Michael Rubin says he's one of us. I'm going to see if I can find that video. He's one of us. He's one of the little Hebrew boy. He's of the cloth. He's of the woo. And yep, somebody said, and y'all dumb enough to pay this. Yep, they're gonna pay, and y'all gonna pay for the fight. And guess what? It's going into you know who's pocket. But Myron Gaines gonna tell you that they control the world. But guess what? Y'all don't even know it because they behind the scenes. They ain't gonna let you know. Or you think they not one of the boys. Oh, Adin Ross is just a white boy. Let me see if I can play the video. See if I can play the video. You see here, Robert Kraft, Adin Ross. Let's see here. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. All right. He's the tribe. He's one of us. So take care of him.
He's literally, there's like 5 big streamers in the world. He's like number 2, number 3 in the world. Pleasure, man. And he's a Jewish kid too.
There it is right there. Did y'all see that? He's one of the 5 biggest streamers in the world. Kai Cenat, I Show Speed. But Michael Rubin said, and he's one of us. And he's a little Jewish boy too.
Pleasure, man. And he's a Jewish kid too.
Jewish kid too. You see that? Now, I'm not against this type of thing. I'm not Myron Gaines, trust me. But, oh, you need a couple of dollars? You need some investment? You got a business that I can do? You want me to invest in your stream? Oh, no. As a matter of fact, I have a boxing promoting thing, and I need access to arenas and stadiums and venues. Oh, I got you. Say less. But y'all think white people, it's the white man. All right. And then I'm not trying to pitch all against anybody. But what I'm saying is it's bigger than that. So when I hear y'all talking about white people this and white people that, I'll be like, y'all so head up your motherfucking ass. White people got y'all motherfucking brain mentally locked. It's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than that. But keep blaming whitey. All right. If that makes you feel good, keep trying to get your revenge on white people. Keep hoping that some white person get hit with a brick in a riot. All right. If that makes you feel good, go for it. It's way bigger than that. Anyway, that was some blue chips here. Let me do the super chats because Rosalinda is supposed to come over here today. Shout out to Rosalinda. It is what it is. Can black people be Jewish? Ask Sammy Davis. Ask Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them that have been. You can convert. It's technically a religion, but it's nuanced. All right. Shout out to our brother here, Miles, the great Miles. Iggy says 3K viewers, Hollywood CGA, back on track to be #1 show on Al Gore's internet. New world order in 2026. I remember my son saying, "You gonna take 6 weeks off? You gonna lose your audience?" I said, "Nah. You know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start back the show. I'll be probably about 3/4 of my audience that I had when I left, and I said there's gonna be an event." And I'm going to do a stream on it, and I'm going to get my numbers back up. And as you can see, 2 weeks later, not even 2 weeks, didn't even take me 2 weeks. I was a little concerned, but I was not concerned. I was like, there's going to be something that I'm going to report on, and it's going to bring people in. Oh, I forgot this nigga coach. They're going to forget. They're going to unsubscribe. They're going to want to hear the drama. People that watch me aren't even subscribed. I was like, it'll be back. Rusty Junk says salute. Because this information you're getting, not anybody can give you this information. They're going to eventually break down into some ignorance. But I give you a little bit of ignorance and a lot more wisdom. And I got to give you ignorance. Guys, people, I can't make this a speech. I can't make this a classroom. I can't make this sanitized. It has to have ignorance in it. That's why I call it edutainment. Okay, I gotta have some motherfuckers. I gotta have some goofy shit. I gotta talk about sex, fucking, and hitting some bottoms. I gotta throw that in there. I have to. That's what keeps you entertained and laughing. That's what keeps, your mama from saying, "Who is this nigga on the screen?" Now, if I'm just saying, well, if we do this and I talk properly and all of that shit and never curse, it's not gonna hit the same. People remember me from wild shit that I said about women, monkey double backflips. That's what people remember. But when you come to the show, you're going to get some wisdom here. You're going to get some wisdom. So it's important to understand that I'm a content creator. I got to do what I got to do. Okay. Otherwise, I could talk about spinning plates and bonobos and evolutionary psychology and bore y'all to shit. All right, shout out to our brother Preston says, any chance of getting a stretch or fitness routine? I might be coming up with something. On Pinterest. Jay Harris says the show is off the rails. All right. It's officially gone. That's why I'm not even going to do the last segment. I'm going to save it for tomorrow. But we got a couple more super chatters. All right. It's Luger Storm. Did you cover the part where Corey calls out Anton's chick? Sounds like Anton is in an open relationship. I didn't cover that part. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I don't even want to speak on it because I'm not trying to dry snitch or anything like that. But I would assume that any man that is married got some side pussy. If you're married and don't have side pussy, you got to be the miserable man on earth. There's no way a man could be married to a woman getting the same piece of vagina for decades and years and be someone you can trust. You got to have side punani. I don't know if he has it. And especially Anton is visible. He's famous. Yeah, you're going to have some side chat, but it's depends on how you get some side. Oh, she works for him. Okay, it's an assistant. So I don't know if that's what's happening there. I have no idea. But if a woman married me, one of the stipulations of that marriage is I'm not going to be monogamous. I'm a non-monogamous male. Okay, I tried monogamy out for 2 weeks and I said, hell no. Okay, it was longer than 2 weeks. I was married. I was a good boy. That's my public statement. Right. However, I don't abdicate cheating in relationships. I'm just going to say, if you're in a relationship and you're saying you're monogamous, stay monogamous. One sister said, marry me. You want to be one of my wives? It's okay. You can be one of my wives. I'm non-monogamous though. All right. As long as you're good with that. You can watch too. You can watch me dig out another woman's good. You can bring women to me. What you want to do. All right. Because here's my thing. A lot of women are not good at monogamy. They're horrible. Women are terrible at monogamy. To them, they got to always have pussy to leverage. So that's what they're going to leverage. They can't leverage anything else. They can't leverage their presence. I'm not going to be here anymore. You're like, good. Leave. All right. As long as you don't give away my pussy. All right. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm going to give you the silent treatment. You're like, aha, that's fantastic. Don't talk to me no more then. All right. Don't threaten me with a good time. Okay. The things that they can leverage is little. They can't leverage money against me. They can't leverage silence against me. They can't leverage lack of being around me all the time and asking me for shit and begging. All right, great. But what they can leverage is sex. So what they'll do is leverage sex. They're always got to leverage sex. They've been always leveraging sex their entire life. So they're going to want you to do something, or they want to feel like you were attentive to their feelings and emotions. You weren't attentive to my feelings and emotions. So no sex. And typically though, they're not in the mood as much as men would like. Some women think that 12 times a month is fine. All right, fuck you 12 times. That should be enough. Where guys will be like wanting 20 and 25 and 30. Okay. So then the woman says, well, sucks for you, but you got to wait till I'm ready. And man, I'm going to tell you, I will never wait till a woman's ready to have sex with me. Okay. I'll just find another woman that's available. So if I'm in a relationship and marriage with you and you're like, you got to wait till I'm in the mood. Oh, no, what the fuck I don't. Okay. I'm not waiting 4 days for you to fucking get your mind fucking wrapped around the fact that I'm going to be penetrating you. I'm going to just go get me another woman. Okay. You're not ready tonight? Good. Okay. Take a break. Put that punani on ice. Whatever you got to do. Stop it from bleeding. Put the bleeding stopper in the motherfucker. Whatever you got to do. Wash it out. Douche it. Whatever you got to do. All right. Go ahead and do it. All right. If it's sore from putting tampons in and out of it, I don't know what the hell to tell you. Okay. But I'm not going to go with a dry deek. I'm going to go get some pussy. All right. That's how I'm doing it. So stay over here and I'll be back in 35 minutes, 40 minutes tops. I'll be back. All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I do it. But, you know, you guys don't have to do it that way. You got to wait for her to be ready. And then she's going to hit you with the look. 4 days later, she's going to be like this at 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11. She's going to put her hand on that motherfucking door frame and she's going to do this. Come here, mister. Come get your treat. I'm not a fucking dog. I'm not no dog. Waiting for 4 days for you to finally be. Nigga, what kind of shit is this, man? I'm too old for that bullshit. She done had 2 glasses of wine. Now she feeling frisky and shit. Come here, mister. Come get your treat. Get the hell up out of here, man. I done already jerked off already. I can't even get it up no more. Already fucked my secretary or the girl down the street, that barista down at Starbucks. Already fucked her early this morning. So it is what it is. I'm not even ready no more. Sorry. Yeah. But some of y'all goofy ass niggas, that's how y'all grow up. And y'all grow up under that programming. And I'm like, that ain't for me, man. I did that for a good damn near 9 years. Never again, bro. Never again. So she could just snap her fingers and then I gotta be like, thank you, finally. You done took me off the bench. I was starting to starve. All right. All right. I was waiting. I've been waiting for 3 days. Thank you. Thank you for taking me off the bench. Thank you for this same old dry cracker ass pussy. Oh, hell no, bro. Hell no. Nope. Nope. Not me, bro. I'm not at this age. I'm going to go get me. When I'm ready, I'm going to crack some punani. When I'm ready. Not when she ready. When I'm ready. So, Jen, if that's what you want to do, all right, you down? You could be a part of the tribe. I can pull your ass off the bench. All right. This woman say, I ain't ready. I ain't in the mood. Okay, good. This is what I do to get you in the mood. All right. Get the second girl off the bench. Okay. You ready? Jen, you ready? Come on up. Anyway, man, yo, we did have somebody else that said, can you explain the origin of the saying, give women nothing but hard pipe and bubble gum? He says, why do Mitches view spending money as a bad thing, but wonder why it's hard for them to make more money? This is a fact. Treat money the way you want money to treat you. Money is currency. You know, it's all related to water and flow, cash flow. So a lot of people think hoarding money, hoarding resources is the way to get ahead when it's the opposite. You got to put resources out. And most of the time, greater resources will come back in. You treat money the way you want money to treat you. You want people to pay your debts, the debts that they owe you in time. You have to pay your debts in time as well. But if you're used to not paying your debts in time, or you're not paying your debts at all, guess what? People aren't going to pay you money. It's a currency. It's a flow. This is riverbank. Yeah, these are all. And people don't understand this about money when they say, I'm not going to spend money on this and we're not going to buy that and we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that. We should do this and boycott that. This is the opposite of what you should do. This is actually making the situation worse. Okay. It's actually making the situation worse. You're going to make the situation worse along the way. It's going to, then you 10 years later, you're in the same goddamn spot saying the same damn thing. Now, you do have to be responsible how you spend. You can't just frivolously spend, but you can't just hold on to money. You can't just hold on to your dollars and expect things to get better. It's going to possibly get worse. Economics 101. Take an economics class. They'll tell you the same damn thing. All right. Yeah. Reciprocity. It happens. The giver's gain. The gain goes to the giver. Holidays are about giver's gain. The ultimate lesson of holidays is not Jesus was born, Jesus is a season. It's not Santa Claus. It's not necessarily the idea that these companies want you to spend their money, but what they're telling you is that the giver is the gainer. Santa Claus is the giver. He represents the giver. He also wants you to be in the spirit of giving, where you're happy not just receiving presents, but giving presents. All right. The story about holidays and those holidays about giving so that you can get back in return. You're in the spirit of giving. So when you're in the spirit of giving, you're also naturally in the spirit of receiving, as opposed to people that hoard, people that say this is a scam. Everything's a scam. Somebody wants me to check my emails. For what? Is it important? Is there money in there? What's going on? Okay. This is why when people are wealthy, what do poor people do? They say you need to give back. Wealthy people do give back. They support many, many families. Okay. They support many families. They give back in their own way. But what poor people want you to do is dictate how you give back. All right, I want you to give to this. Nigga, you don't give the dictate. You don't give the dictate how I give back. Rosalinda getting paid today. My personal trainer getting paid. My massage therapist getting paid. And guarantee when I go on vacation, them motherfuckers be stressing. Oh, shit, he ain't going to be here. Why? Because I support them. And they give back to me because they're important people to me. I hired them. I give back. People who are rich and filthy rich probably got a business with 50 people are employed. They're supporting 50 families, 100 motherfucking people. Guess what? He don't give back. Yes, I do. Yes, the hell I do. Not only that, you can give in other ways other than finances. Anyway, so shout out to them right there. I don't know where the phrase hard dick and bubblegum comes from, but yeah, I think there's something to be said about that. And there's a lot of young ladies that I support, all right, that looking at me like I better drop off some punani to CGA or rent ain't gonna get paid. All right, so I'm giving back.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
I have many, many daughters out here. Father Abraham had many daughters, and many daughters have Father Abraham. All right, maybe Father CGA. Father CGA had many daughters, and many daughters had Father CGA. Yeah, man. I'm going to sing it again. Father CGA had many daughters, and many daughters had Father CGA. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm. Father CGA had many daughters, and many daughters had Father CGA. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's just praise the Lord. Economics 101, nigga. All right, anyway. New world order. Y'all niggas are stupid crazy today, bro. What is wrong with you people? All right, anyway, shout out to the coach gang. I think we got everybody, man. We got them numbers up. We got the cash flow up. We got everybody up. Hustle Every Day says facts. All women leverage punani. Why not? Boss up. Shout out to you on the way out.
Better boss up, nigga.
All right. Great show, man. Great show. Great participation. And do me a favor, when you leave, hit the like button. Somebody wants me to check my emails, but you got to realize my screen got so many things up. Checking my email is pretty rough. All right. That's like one more thing I got to click. All right. Anyway, shout out to the coach gang. We out of here. Take care of yourselves and support somebody today. Give somebody some support. If you can't offer financial support, give them some words of support. Peace. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with Hollywood CGA.
Yeah. Legends ain't born, they built from the grind. From benches to banners, we sharpen the mind. We sharpen the sword and promise and swore that we going hard and leaving it all on the floor. Hey, yeah, we going hard and leaving it all on the floor. Hey, yeah, we going hard and leaving it all on the floor. Legends ain't born, they built from the grind. From benches to banners, we sharpen the mind. We sharpen the sword and promise and swore that we going hard and leaving it all on the floor.
Vibe blowing at the J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slay. Everything I do is Benz jumping out the bag. Vibe blowing out my jack. Got the loud jumping out the pack. Everything I'm on slap. Everything I do is fuck. Got the Benz jumping out the bag. Another milestone, look at that. Paper boy on my paper route till I'm 6 down on my back. I'm an old soul like my dad. My old girl still a fan. And yo girl at the live show, so don't act like I ain't the man. I'm kicking my feet up, get frank like Aretha. I'm calm but I'm teed up, just flip me a stack. The re-up just doubled up off of the muscle, I stuck to the task. They see me, I'm troubled, I'm bubbling up till it's stuck. And they want me to stay where I'm at. I'm good everywhere that I'm stepping, my presence is crucial. You know that this shit not on trend. On a big wave, I'm controlling the tide. Snake eyes when you rolling the dice. So with the stakes inside, I can never take another nigga advice. They can't reach the sky, I'm aiming up high. Just wanna know what it's like. Y'all know what it's like, I come from outside of this. Out the quicksand, I'm the big man, doing big things. Cop a big change, up a state lines, doing stage dives on cam. Get my good side. It ain't no limit to my vision. Check the temp, I'm on fire with it. Got the bands jumping out the bag, Prosecco on ice. I'm nobody nice. Gonna run up a check, demand my respect. I'm doing the most, I never quit. They want me to quit. I'm good as it come, I'm good as it gets. Vibe blowing at the